Wasn't it the first week of January, actually?
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, I was a few sheets to the wind, but I remember most things. But would someone who wasn't completely schmammered tell us what happened last time? It has been a while. The high points I remember is you made it to what's the village called?
Now
Oh yeah,
names I
Leakston
can't.
Village.
Yes,
Yeah,
names I can
you made
barely
it
remember.
to you made it to Leakston Village because right after Mavara, where you were helping Maya find out more about her mom. And so you decide to just go follow the road south, go up to Leakston Village, and find out what's going on over there. At Leakston Village, you talked with the mayor, and he said that there were weird lights and stuff like that going on in the hills around. And it wasn't exactly threatening, but it was weird. And a child had been missing for a little bit. So they wanted you to go investigate that. While you were talking to the mayor, Bodhi found out that one of her a gargoyle lived in the village, and when she investigated, it actually turned out to be one of Bodhi's sisters.
Which there are basically many, and they're usually a little sister of some kind or another.
Yep, both made by the same Titan. So they had a nice familial bonding session, and then the party went off to go and find out what was going on with the weird lights. It turns out to have been a war wound where at one point in history an entire army of elves was snuffed out in a single moment. And as I recall, the war wound opened up, and they saw the soul of the missing girl being dragged down by the spirits of the damned. And through some amazing rolls, Ska was able to, Bodhi even was able to reach her magic paladin hands in, pull her out, and send the soul to the eternal fortress of Ashea. Good job. So Paladin, much wow.
It was a very Paladin thing to do. It was very good. Well done.
It's my first Paladin.
Good job. Kanathus approves. And so, I believe we left off at the morning of the next day in the village, and you guys had packed up and gotten ready to leave, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You were all done, so you don't need to pull that map out of the archives. So, where will you guys go from here?
I believe it's a road down to the forest and then north there to Fafnir, and we can make 2 job returns at once.
Yeah. Let's get out of this city. I keep getting nosebleeds, and it's awful. I don't like it.
I forgot about that.
There must be something about the air.
Maybe. And it just keeps happening. I just don't like it. It's just really inconvenient. I mean, I keep having to heal myself to replenish all my blood, and it's awful.
Yeah, no kidding. A shame though, they had very delicious rocks here.
And apples. Wait, no, those were mine.
I have delicious apples everywhere. I take them with me.
Yes. Was that in character?
It was.
Yes.
What is the weather out like today?
Can I roll nature?
For what?
The weather.
Roll nature to change. That's not how that works.
The weather.
Pretty sure
To
that
check. Yes, you roll nature. To check the weather.
Nature is actually or maybe it's survival.
It's survival.
One of the two
it's
is
survival. You do to do a weather forecast for the day, and then that's usually when DM will go sweet, and now also roll the weather.
Well, not exactly.
So roll survival then.
I mean, you could look
Also,
outside to see what the weather is like.
What season is it anyway?
It is spring.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I can. Yeah, what is the weather like?
Okay, but Lirla, you see generally a sunshiny day. This is, I think, 5 days after the spring equinox. Yeah.
Okay. While we are traveling, are we gonna leave? Wait, are we leaving?
Yep.
Okay. While we are traveling, I am going to take this big cloth, big cloth out of my bag, and I will just, like a big towel, I will shake it into the air and let go of it, and it will just start floating up above me, and will provide shade for me from the sun. And it will follow me around and keep me in shade the whole day.
That sounds really convenient.
It's really nice. It's
Alright.
especially nice in the summer because it gets hot and I'm not in the water all the time, and it helps keep my skin from drying out.
Understandable. I just like had a quick peek over my gear to see if I have useful things for like that. I'm like, I don't need to actually worry about it, to be fair. But also, all the extra stuff I have is for warmth, but for other people's warmth, because if I'm in armor and I'm made of stone, then people get really cold near me, so I put on furs. In this case, no, I guess I just flap around occasionally in the sun.
Okay. Winter, you said you wanted to roll to see what the weather will be like, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Why did I go and buy those fancy ribbons? I don't even remember now. I was gonna do something with them.
Oh,
Yeah.
What the fuck was I?
It's really nice looking outside.
it is.
Um,
I sense motive on the clouds. What did they tell me of their secrets?
uh, you you get the impression that that cloud looks like a starfish.
Mm. That means it's gonna be wet later, just so you're warned, guys.
Ooh, good. I like the rain.
That's a good point.
I actually don't remember what you got the ribbons for.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know there was a purpose for the ribbons, but I don't remember what the ribbons were for now.
I know that you
That's
got
what
them
happens.
during a picnic.
Yes.
That's what happens when there are
I also had a picnic. That was fun.
people forget shit. All right. Is there anything you guys would like to do before going on your merry way to Fafnir? It'll take about a day, and then most of a day. You reckon it'll be about the evening of the second day by the time you get to Fafnir. The road goes down this way, and then up here, and then follows the river all the way to Fafnir.
Cool. Alright then. I mean, no plans to accomplish anything over the journey myself. I'll probably do a lot of flying so that nothing sneaks up on us.
I'll have a look at my mother's book as we ride.
That was in Czech, right?
Yeah. It was either an Inter or Society. I don't remember.
Hang on. Let me just make sure that. Society, knowledge, history, local nobility, linguistics. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll let you use society rather than a raw in check. I think I had other people make raw in checks. That's right. Oh, not doing
Is
well
it?
on those society checks.
Can I try?
You could definitely notice her looking at it.
All right. Let's see.
So if she lets you, then yep,
Probably not enough, but
you do not discover anything new.
well, it's worth a look.
Does anyone want to, when they see Maya looking at her book as you guys go along, want to lean over and squint at it?
I would be, since society is shares with nobility, right? But,
Yeah, society is nobility. Yeah.
whatever though. I'm flying around and keeping an eye out.
Okay. So does anyone else want to like make a raw int check or no?
I'll do it.
Nope.
Oops, I clicked it twice by accident.
Nope. All right. So, the travel back to Leakston Village, travel back to Fafnir. The first part of it goes fairly well. It's really nice and sunshiny out, and these roads this close to the capital are very well patrolled. So, most of the random encounters are negated by the fact that there is like the Wolfkin army, just hanging around. So, you make it about here before the lot of you set up for the night. And boop. And all right.
Oh yeah.
I believe that Lirelai had a hammock that we drew in a circle.
I have a teardrop. I have
Put
one of
that
those
back.
teardrops shaped tents that hangs from a tree.
Yeah.
Why was this green? It's really hard to see. I need to change the color of this. There we
Yeah.
are.
If I remember rightly, I was. I mean, I own a Masterwork bedroll, but so far I've done most of my just nights stood outside, keeping an eye on everything instead of sleeping.
All right. Would someone please roll? One person, then another person. Please roll me a D100 as the night passes.
I got one.
I'll do the other.
You guys always roll like in the 50s, which is night passes amicably. For that, the reason for the rolling 2 is because you basically have advantage on encounter checks in a well-traveled area by, guards and military. So you get 55. 55 is all's well.
What would 11 have been, out of curiosity?
11 is rodents of unusual size.
Classic.
All right. One of the things that, especially in well-traveled areas, I don't like making 5. More like 3 checks throughout the night because random encounters take forever,
They do.
and that's more for just getting this part done. So I'm just going to say we can skip to morning.
Cool.
And you get up in the morning. It is another day. For each in-game day, Maya can make another check for her thing.
Oh, okay. So I had it into my head it was once a session. So
I had decided it was once a session a while back, but then I was like, this is every 2 weeks. It's gonna take forever.
fair enough.
Hey, you met the 18 was the DC. When you get up in the morning and you guys are making food and you're flicking through the journal, you notice on the last page, and you're this close to the, you know, you're sitting across from the fire, words start to appear very faintly.
Oh my god, she used invisible ink. That. God, I should have noticed. I should have thought of that. Oh. Maya will move a little closer to try to keep the page up some more.
Okay, the page heats up a little bit, not so much that, it catches on fire, and you notice that an entire sentence appears at the bottom of a page, written in what you know to be, because you've seen it before, Old Tongue.
Ooh. Bodhi,
Mm-hmm.
uh, can you come take a look at this? I think this is like the Titan language.
Oh, okay. One sec. I should probably warm my hands up first, and she'll put down her bowl of literal pebbles, dip her hands in just like the campfire until they're warmish, and then pull them back out, shake them off. Like, okay. Make sure that the page won't incinerate when she holds it, and she will take a look in the book.
All right. In the book, these words, the words, the art of herbalism and wait, what? Oh man, I have to click on the thing. All right, the art of herbalism and holistic healing, and then there is a set of numbers that appear to be page numbers.
Yep.
And that's what it says.
Okay. I will go from page number to page number.
You go to the page numbers, but it still seems indecipherable.
Oh.
What?
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's a reference. We need a library. If we find this book in it, then going through its page numbers, we'll be able to make a cipher key.
I see. Okay then. 1 second. Yeah, I'll write out the title of it in Wolfkin for her, and also a reference of each of the page numbers so that she doesn't need to heat the book up every time she uses it. Do. As you would expect, her handwriting is like boring, cramped script, but it's legible. Done. There you go. I'll hand it back.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. And is there anything you guys would like to do in this area? Or would you like to beat feet all the way back to Veladay? Banana.
Good to continue on to the Great Fafnir.
Yeah.
Okay. Boop. And swoop. All right. You enter the city, and as you approach, you notice a great many banners and celebrations are going on. You know that on the last day of the Red Fang Festival, there is generally a lot like closing ceremonies, a bunch of stuff like that. But things seem to be a lot more lively than they should be, and well, at least than you've experienced before. And as you draw closer to the banners, you see one that is strung across the one of the main roads that you guys are taking to get back to the Feisty Ferry. It says "The Age of Metal."
Ooh, concert.
Hmm.
Yeah! They're celebrating Sepultura's new album.
I forgot about Bob's sunglasses lad.
My brother says Sabaton's new album is great.
This is Sepultura. Although Sabaton did do a single recently.
Which new album?
So, which band?
Sabaton.
Sepultura is the one who have a new album. Sabaton have a new single.
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't know they had a new album. I gotta listen to that now. Anyways. Are you going to wait to figure out what this is on about until you get back to the Feisty Fairy, or are you going to like pull someone aside?
Probably ask.
Do we need to? Can we roll society to know that there's like if age changings are a regular thing? Actually, I don't know if they are.
They are not. There have been you could probably just have get the information yourself, suss it out yourself, but before this, the Age of Resurgence was the Age of Blood, and before that was the Age of Accord, and then everything before that are known as the Forgotten Ages.
Huh. Looks like you guys
I'm
moved on to a
gonna-
new age.
I'm gonna ask some guy. I'm gonna ask a passerby what are the banners for?
Oh, you didn't hear? And
No,
with all the
We just got back into town,
oh
and
well.
none of these were here when we left.
Well, when you guys were gone, I guess you'll see when you get to the edge of town. But something big happened. Just wait till you get to the edge of town. But a new age was announced. With all the airships and the walking automatons they have now guarding the the Wolf Throne. All this industry going on, we've switched to a new age. We're no longer in the Age of Resurgence where everyone, we're just recovering from what the elves did to the world.
Stupid elves.
Whoa. The hell happened here?
What the hell
Bob.
happened where?
No, on the map. Someone drew more stuff on the map, and I tried to make it part of the map layer.
Ah,
And
my poor
yeah,
kelp
hang on.
forest.
Hang on.
I thought that having it just be a block was terrible, so I made it an actual swirling boundary.
You motherfucker.
Oh, yep.
I have to zoom in. It won't let me click on your thing. There we go. Yep, I tried to make it part of the map layer, but there was already a kelp forest back there, so
This tiny little shit thing.
fucking Control Z. What page is this on? Okay, get over here. Go away. You go away too.
Get out.
There we are. And then whoop, and then put that on the map layer too.
Hooray.
There we are. I fixed it. Sorry about that. Anyways, so what were we talking about? I'm sorry, that really threw me off for a second.
We're apparently the new age
Age of
because
Metal,
there are
right?
big machines.
Yep. And why you guys have as they explained to you, why you guys have had internal plumbing, because the city was built on an old human city, and they had what's the word for it? The Romans had it.
Aqueduct?
Anyways, aqueducts running into the city. Now everything's going to be upgraded with metal pipes and stuff like that. So bringing us into a new age. And with all of these advancements, and the really cool thing that's over the Sea District, we have the Wolf Queen, the Wolf King, and the Red Queen have declared a new age.
Alright. I do a little wiggle thing on the ground and then just spring upwards, and I'm gonna fly over towards the edge of the city.
Even going up, you can you basically for a second perhaps even forget to flap your wings. hovering above the city at a decent elevation. Not so much that it could be seen from the ground, but from the ground level you are, but a couple 100 feet in the air. You've seen paintings of this and references to it, but this shit is flying. The Fortress Vigilance is now hovering over Fafnir.
Oh wow, that's
Oh.
impressive. Yeah, I won't fly directly down again. I'll just slow glide in circles my way back towards the group.
So, I presume you tell them what's going on.
Yep. There's a floating
Wow.
fortress.
Hmm.
Less floating, literally flying, I think.
Crazy.
Oh gosh. It is amazing what you all get up to. Makes me feel old.
Yeah, you are.
Hey,
You don't have to say that out loud.
you're not supposed to say that out
Well,
loud.
she is.
It's very rude. You're
Well,
supposed
the
to say,
guy
no,
lives-
you look as young as ever, because that is also factually accurate.
I don't know. I'm seeing a few like cracks, almost like wrinkles around your. Never mind. Never mind.
And that is
That's
how
just me.
That's how
And that is
my
how-
alignment shifted that day.
and that is how Marlon Sanders got his head punched off by a paladin. No more chicken for you. His
No,
quest for the greatest chicken.
I do
ended
look
that
like
day.
a little bit hurt. I'm not old.
Oh,
Open mouth, insert foot.
Tisk,
if he
tisk.
huffs up, I actually will legitimately feel sorry.
I just harumph.
No, in that case, he thinks he's playfully teasing. Oh, okay.
Harumph, you say?
I do, I harumph.
All right. The guy, kind of, when you fly back down, he's already moved on. There's a lot of celebrations going on. The city streets are lined with confetti and stuff like that. It's going pretty
He's-
good.
This city sure likes to party.
Well, I mean, parties are colourful and nice. They get a bit noisy for me, but you know.
The Red Fang Festival is a whole week of partying. It's great.
Let's avoid Jin Lane or no one of us will come back. Alright, off to the Feisty Fairy, I guess. And we'll get ourselves signed up. And paid. And paid.
Yes, let's get paid. I like to be paid.
Hang on, I'm restoring the Feisty Fairy and boop boop. Get all these people back onto the token layer. And why did I take these people? Oh, yeah, I remember why I took all these partying people off. Because it was the morning and you guys were meeting up there. Gotcha. And boop.
Oh, I got a really sweet message. Apparently, for my efforts in smartdom, I have become a saint to the sinners. I appreciate that. That is an awesome fucking statement.
What?
Because I produce smart and work in the adult entertainment, they wanted to say thank you very much for being a saint to the sinners. It's like, that is awesome. What a fucking phrase.
That is pretty sweet. Pretty good. All right. So you guys enter the Feisty Fairy again. It is chock full of people, and you can see Colette and whoop, Adrian running back and forth to serve all the party people drinks.
Oh, goodness.
And Sophie is at her usual place at the bar.
Cool. I will, do the awkward wiggle through. I'm too polite to push people, but I will, gradually make a way through to the bar.
Hey,
These
Canethus,
people are all. Yes.
you gave Colette the ingredients for what is it, Alchemist's Mercy?
Alchemist's kindness.
Alchemist kindness, right?
Yes.
How much does that cost for you to create?
I was actually just about to look that up right now.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, you're gonna go up to the bar, and Colette's gonna fly over. And hi guys, welcome back. I heard you guys had some adventures.
Yeah, quite a
Yeah, we
few.
did.
Uh, well, you look thirsty. Can I get you some drink?
The unsure fidgeting. No thanks.
There's okay. There's meads, ciders, ales, and whiskeys, and rums, of course. Rums all the way from K-Tree.
It takes 5. It costs 5 silver to make.
Okay, and with markup and amount of people. Hang on, I'm doing math on a calculator. And let's see.
I bet they're using this awesome new useful and soft metal called lead for all their pipes. It's so useful, you guys.
Actually, I heard it's really sweet when you put it in wine.
All right.
It's your blind drunk.
At Lirelive's approach, Colette looks Colette looks like a light bulb went off over her head, dives behind the counter, and then flies back up with a big big sack of gems and just dumps it on the counter. Here you go. There's your payment for all of the alchemist kindness we sold. Sophie here probably is your biggest customer, and Sophie just grins and thumbs up.
Wonderful. I'm glad it's been selling well.
Oh yeah, people have been enjoying it. You got like 32 sales one day, 40 sales another day, 37 sales another day. A lot of people are coming in.
Well, from the looks of it, it's probably going to keep up.
Yeah, it'll probably go down once the celebration's over. Yeah, did you? I'm sure you saw it on your way in. They apparently uprooted vigilance.
Vigilance should always be mobile. I can agree
Yeah, I
on that
saw.
at least.
It was huge. And in the sky.
Yeah, apparently it'd been part of a secret project ever since the orcs. Apparently, how they built the fortress as a response to that. Apparently they literally built the fortress to fly in secret. Yep, and now it's finally flying. And on top of that, it's garrisoned by mixed units of pretty much a bunch of races, not just humans and wolfkins. The rest of us get a say in it too.
Wow.
Yep.
Gosh, the young races are interesting.
Yep. They even got the leader of the fortress is an ancient red. It was one of the real old red dragons that helped out the humans.
Ooh. I might have to go
One of
say
the
hi.
last ones.
Do you know if they're accepting visitors? I might have to go say hi to the red.
I'm not sure if they're giving tours. They're mostly just showing it off.
True. I might get away with it though. I like tap my chin a little bit.
Who knows?
You know, I think I might give it a go.
Anyways,
She just says, "You know what? I think I'm going to give going up there a try." But first she's got to do some preparing. Is my little room still there up top?
Yeah, you have it on retainer,
Sweet.
but I'm sure you guys want to get paid. Yes.
Yes, paid.
All right, we have gotten messages both from, of all people, the Inquisition, and from Leakston Village that 2 of your jobs have been done to, and has been done to above and beyond, according to the Leakston. And she'll just fly down, and again, tiny little fairy just hefting huge sacks of gems. It's great. Here's the payment for one, and here's the payment for the other. Thump, thump.
Thank you.
Yep. The mayor of Leakston even included a bonus for job well done, he said? He said to thank the paladin.
Yeah.
Awkward side eye.
Thank you, Bodhi.
It's nothing really. It's
You
what
did a
anyone
very
would have
good-
done.
Did a wonderful job.
Alright, and 1 sack of gems, there is 2,000 gold, and another, there's 2,600.
Alright.
Oh, these are still our level 3 tokens.
They are!
This is divided evenly. This is 2,600 divided.
It's in all 4,600 to be divided
okay.
between all of you.
Okay.
Give me a sec. I'll
And let me delete these tokens and get the new ones on here.
Um,
Even though it doesn't really
that
matter.
token is my token because it just records my health from my character sheet.
Does it?
Yep, mine does. I've got it
Cool.
set so that the green bar is actually just tied to the HP on my character sheet. I think I asked you to do it even at the time.
Wait, that's
Actually,
silver,
I think
right?
that's for everyone. Yeah. I'm clicking on your tokens and on the front page, and all the things are done. So.
Alright, so yeah, we all make 766 gold and 67 silver. Well, 67 silver for all of you. I'll take a 65.
Cool.
Yep. And Colette will ask if anyone else wants a drink.
Nope.
I'll have something to drink.
Yes, please.
Okay. Maya, what would you like to drink?
Oh yeah, me too.
Do you have any more bottles of that really fancy Sea Lord wine?
We do, as a matter of fact. And she disappears underneath the counter and comes back up with a bottle like the size of her.
Thank you.
Yep. And how about you, Miss Learly?
One second. I'm going to. Oh, I know. Ooh, okay. I know what I think I know. Where is it? Do they have? Does she sell Tipachi? It is a mildly alcoholic beverage made from beer, pineapple, or other tropical fruits, sugar, and cinnamon, then fermented for a few days and served cold. It is
Why
sweet
not?
sweet and pleasant, but is common only in warmer climates.
Why not? This entire area is more Mediterranean, anyways. It's warm enough.
Yay!
And the cold area is up north in up towards the Spine, and of course the Dragon Isles. All right. And would Corlia like more of the Sea Dog's brew?
Corlia, and yes.
Corlia. never pronounce that right. God
It
damn
is
it.
not Skyrim.
Nah. All right. Fort save. You're fine.
That's only a roll of 11.
Barbarians know how to drink.
Barbarians.
Barbarians were.
Barbarian. I've been watching Dave the Barbarian lately.
Ah.
I don't know what that is.
I prefer Korgoth of
Moving on.
Barbaria. Which is
Comedy
fucking...
show set in pre-medieval ages.
Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of drinking and rabble rousing going on. Bob, you haven't spoken up any. Is there anything you'd like to do in here?
No.
I'm going to buy Corlia. Wait, which one's Bob? Wait,
Marlon.
you're Marlon. Marlon, I'm gonna buy you. I'm gonna buy you a drink.
Hmm?
I'm gonna buy you some Applejack. It's a hard cider. Actually, harder than hard cider
Harder than hard cider.
because they freeze it during the winter and then pull the ice off to extract a bunch of the water to concentrate it.
Oh no. Okay. I'll try it.
It's delicious.
It's very very strong.
It's good for you. Makes you strong.
Put hair on your chest.
I don't put some chest on your chest.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna ask Sophie, by the way, if she knows a good embroiderer in town, someone who do like a dress or something a little bit formal wear.
Through like a glazed eye, she just like points next door. Leanna's pretty good. She's pretty good. She made this, and then she points down at like the sexy corset and stockings thing that she's wearing.
Excellent, thank you. And she'll slip outside. This is maybe the first time you've ever seen her without armor or weapons or bag or anything. It's just the cloak.
So, are you gonna go to the Spinneret Sanctum? I actually had a map for this, and someone made fun of me for actually making it.
I did.
I think it was Mercendi.
I d-
Or
I-
you,
I am
one of the two
I
of you.
am indeed go there.
Okay. Let's just hang on. Let me put this in the poop and whoop, poop. And you can let me make sure that that token is over there. Yeah, that token's totally over there. Anyways, while she's going over there, is there anything people would like to do in the Feisty Fairy? There's a lot of drinking and carousing going on. Is anyone going to try to look around and maybe try to get lucky, or no?
I'm gonna buy some. I'm gonna order some food, and since we got paid, I'm gonna deduct a bunch of money. I'm gonna deduct like 20 gold, and I'm going to buy a round for the bar.
There's a lot of people. Not just the people on this thing. It's really
I know.
hard for my
20 gold is also a shit ton of dosh.
It is.
Ale
Alright.
is not a lot. Like meat is not a lot of money.
Yeah. So
Or wine,
you
regular wine. What is it?
yeah. So
It's like five copper for mead. It's like I bought the whole tavern around.
hey. So you do that, and as a sign of appreciation, more than a couple kind of make flirtatious gestures towards you if you're interested. a couple humans, the red marked, and more than a fair share of puppers.
400.
400
That
meads.
doesn't sound right. I think the math is off.
It's 10 copper to a silver and 10 silver to a gold, yeah?
Yes.
So 20 gold is 2,000 copper, and if a mead is 5 copper,
I
that's
think there's
400.
one extra zero. I think there's one too many zeros on that.
There really isn't, Kina. This is how much D&D money is. It's
I just threw a lot of money
You
around.
did. You literally
by
like
acc-
you bought 400 meads.
Oops.
That just means everyone has to drink 10, right?
Everyone gets to drink a lot.
Everyone drinks
Free-
10 drinks.
Free booze.
It was like my buddy, and he's like, you know what? For your birthday, I'm just going to buy you a keg, and you, I, and another buddy are just going to sit here. He did the math, and he's like, yeah, that just means we all have to drink 14 beers. It's not that hard. We've
not
done that
bad.
before, and I'm like, that's actually true. Let's do this.
I
14
fucking
pints
love
each.
you, man.
Fair enough.
I fucking love you, man.
That is fun. But yeah. So there are some flirtatious things going on if you want to partake. Apparently Sophie has grabbed a goblin and they're having fun. Not literally, fucking each other on the bar, but damn near close. And
It's gonna make a mess everywhere.
yeah, if you stay, long enough, maybe one or two people will get a bit too rowdy, and you see Colette, like, her little fairy wings turn red and literally bodily throw a man out the doors. But all in good fun.
Splash.
It's like SeaWorld. Watch everyone flop around.
So, while that's going on, and Leerlai and the others can decide if they want to get any randy hookups. Let me pull Scout over to and copy. Where's your token? Where'd your token go? No, it's at the bottom. Over to the Spinneret Sanctum. You are you on this page?
Yep. Oh, very pretty.
Okay, yeah, you are. Yep. You enter the Spinneret Sanctum, where a very large Drider is busy at a loom. It appears there are some other people milling about and checking out all of her dresses and designer wear. And she looks up at you with a soft smile. Hi, Bodhi, wasn't it?
That's right.
Hmm.
I'm probably gonna be trying to go see Big Red Dragon and have a chat, and probably I should turn up in something a little bit more suitable than just the cloak, because then she'll just lift it off and there's nothing on underneath. Admittedly, there's all sorts to see, but she doesn't seem exceptionally bothered by that concept.
Leanna looks you up and down appreciatively. My, literally statuesque, aren't we?
I've heard the phrase used before. It's usually hard to get nice clothes that last, and also account for that. And she'll turn around and wiggle tail and flap wings gently so as not to knock anyone over.
Yeah. No, believe me, I do know it is how difficult it can be to get good clothing as a differently bodied person myself. And she just gestures at her big old spider butt.
Oh right, yeah, I barely noticed.
So, what would you like? We have very many different styles that you can either choose from, or if you have an idea, we can bounce back and forth on it.
If you've got anything that looks like nice and fancy and embroidered, maybe like a little bit royal and won't fall to pieces the moment I start flying in it.
Hmm. So, you're wanting a nice dress, but reinforced is what you're asking for.
Yeah, I mean, I like point at a dress that looks like stunningly beautiful, but I go, I mean, that looks nice, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure the moment I jumped into the air, it would come to pieces or fall off because of the floofy bits, and you know.
Hmm, of course, that one itself is made out of cloth. I can spin make you a dress made out of silk that I spin myself. It is soft to the touch, but hmm, strong as steel.
That sounds like it'd be great. How much for?
Um, let's actually find, look up things on the SRD. Let's find out what the prices on these things. Equipment. I'm fairly certain they just had stuff like dresses and clothes on the SRD, right? Where's that under?
Clothing and containers?
Why can't I see this? Equipment, adventuring gear, clothing and containers. There. Royal.
Everything tear away. No.
All right. So you want something really nice looking, but really strong and reinforced. So I'd say this would be like a noble's outfit, but it's going to be about 25 GP more, because it's made out of silk she spins herself.
Let's see.
It's really good though. So 100 GP.
Okay.
And it would take a few days for her to do herself.
Darn, I was gonna try and visit them today. Don't know how long we're staying in town or how long that ship is staying. Do you know if the castle's going anywhere, the Vigilance?
They said that it was going to stay here for a week before it was returned to the southern border. You should have seen it during the ceremony. Uh, it literally appeared behind the Red Queen and the Wolf Queen while they were floating around on a airship.
Impressive.
It's quite impressive. Yeah, it just teleported all that way. I can't imagine what kind of magic was used to do that, but then again, they do have one of the oldest creatures in the world as its commander.
Yes, hence me wanting to go dress the part before I say hi to them. Because, I mean, there's really, as you might guess, not many people who even come close to how old I am, and it would be kind of nice to pick their brains on some stuff that I missed.
I imagine he is as old as the Titans, yes.
And also, he was probably awake for some more of it than I was. Sort of like kicks a foot and like an invisible rock.
Bodhi is all girl, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not packing additional accoutrement.
Well, spiders, driders can weave extra silk if they have more protein intake. Haven't you played the games?
That is very fair. But no, Bodhi is ripped and she's 6 foot, I believe exactly. And
Yep.
yes, she is chiseled and statuesque and all of that. All of those features are very nice, but they are quite definitely feminine.
Okay. So yeah, it'll take a few days because orders like this, especially for your body type, have to be while she points out that while I do have a bunch of different styles, and ones with, tail holes for the wolfkin and stuff like that, for people with more exotic figures, it requires special ordering.
Yeah. Also, I'm not too worried about actual temperature. So, like, if it turns out to have like a full open back, I'm okay with that as long as it hides the. It just indicates below the tail.
Yep. And you and her can spend time talking about exactly what you would like to look like, and you can just basically tell me what kind of dress you get in 3 days.
Cool. I'll think on the description in the meantime. If you wanna boot back to the bar.
All right. Are you just gonna stay here? Or do you want me to move you back there too?
I'll probably end up going back to the bar as well and doing my best to try out social stuff.
Okay. And I'm just gonna move that token over GM layer. All right. You're back at the bar. In this time, boop boop, and it's over here, and Colette is over here. Yep, it seems to be just as busy. It's about 6 o'clock at night. It's getting a little dark out. What Learli said that she wanted to order
I
food.
ordered food and I put it down in the thing.
Bear steak. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, I only read the first one. All right, braised bear and garlic. All right,
Num num num.
you will get that in short order, and it is delicious. Corlia.
Yes.
Yep. Now I'm doubting myself whenever I say your name. There
You already
are
were.
multiple in Corlia, right? I said it right.
Yes, but you were already doubting yourself. See.
Yep. Yep. There are quite a few people interested in Big Horse Booty. If you want to go along with that.
Why not?
Okay. Does she have any preference?
Chicks.
Okay. There are a couple bee folks, some parting wolfkin, and generally the rule in the bar is either go off in a corner and make like Sophie, or rent a room. This place is feisty.
I'll probably rent a room.
Okay.
Very fancy.
Yeah.
Eh. All right. If you guys bother to look at the job board, you will notice that nothing new has come up, and both of those jobs that you have been taken off the board, as well as the Fafnir Guard one. The job board is now completely empty. If you ask Colette about it, she'll just shrug and say that generally during the festivities, there's not a lot of jobs going on, and the other one that you guys didn't do was snatched up by another adventuring party.
Oh.
Apparently, they were running around the sewers fighting ratmen. It was weird and gross.
We had a much better time with
Ratman.
things.
Oh no.
Saul Ratman.
Steven.
It's the Skaven.
And then we played
We should play
Vermintide.
more Vermintide.
That's fun. Yes, it's fun.
Dibs bitch elf.
All right. Did I tell you how much gold you got, Kanathis? I mean, money you got,
Yes.
silver.
I wrote it down. Yes, and the
Uh,
additional silver. Yes.
from the thing,
From the
1,090. 1,090 silver for the alchemist.
No, it's
mercy.
wait 1,090.
Yep.
Oh, I wrote down 109.
No, that was what I rolled for how many people used it.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, let me just put another one in there, another digit. Now, wow, I may.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's silver,
Okay.
not gold, though.
I know, but still.
I just
It's-
noticed, look at our names, they're combined. It's Boudica Gargrillum Sanders.
Yep, because they're sold for 13 SP. You get 5. The bar gets 3, and 5 is for how much it's how much it costs. Or should it be the other way? Actually, I don't care.
They're the sellers. I get the royalties. It should be the other way around.
It really should be the other way around. Huh?
It should be I get 3, they get 5 because they're the ones selling it, and I'm the one that's just got
I
the
don't
royalties.
even know how to do that math.
I think that's how it's should be going.
Yeah, if it's sold for 13 SP and Kanatis gets 13 of every sale and they sold 109, someone do the 109. Someone do the math, because I'm not gonna bother. Because I'll just get it wrong.
Rock cake.
And so, Corlia, you are going to spend the night in the company of some very willing bee and wolfkin.
Yep.
Whoop. Oh, nope. That was wrong. Too many. Let's just say 3. So 1 is a bee folk, and 2 are you found a couple of wolfkin sisters. So it's
Cool.
it's 13 for the thing. 5 of the silver is for materials, 5 is for the bar, and 3 is for royalties for Kanatha's character.
So
I should get
327.
yeah.
327 SP then. And because it's a party. Anyways, what does everyone else do with their evenings inside of the bar?
What was the cost per the room?
I think it was what's the cost of the room?
I couldn't hear, but for the room, the cost would probably be like, I think in this game for like a decent like hotel, it's like 25 SP, right? Or gold. Let's just say gold piece.
A gold piece?
Yeah, until who popped out? No, Bob. Yeah, until I actually remember what it's like in the system, because I don't use modified. I think for a night at an inn, it's like a gold piece. That will say 10 because this is a nice place, nice-ish place.
Oh,
So
if
10
you
gold
want,
pieces.
if you want rock cake, oh yeah, I could totally do that. I could do that. I think so. Yeah.
Rock cakes
10
are
gold,
so
10 gold is
good.
fine.
I could do that. But I need to. You would take a minute. Take a bit.
I fucking love rock cakes.
I don't know what that is.
They're very British, but they're delicious.
Oh, that's an actual thing.
That is an actual thing, yeah. It's
Okay.
literally like just fluffed up cooked
Okay.
dough sort of scones full of dried fruit.
I was just saying it looks a lot like a scone.
Okay. I looked it up on the Pathfinder reference document. It is 2 gold pieces for an night at an inn for a good inn. So 2 SP, 2 GP. I mean.
Sweet.
Yep. And Scout just lives there. So.
Yep.
And so Winter's up here doing that. Lirelai, what are you gonna do with the rest of your night? You can continue partying here. You can go home to your apartment.
I think I'm going to go. Yeah, if other people are going to go, I'm going to go back to my apartment, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do something. I'm going to do something. Let me see.
Something you say.
Yeah, I'm gonna make something.
How mysterious.
I want to make something with my alchemy craft.
All right.
I just have to figure out. Figure out how much it is. Oh, it's DC of 15 with the normal one. I'm not sure what it'll be with the consolidated. It would probably be more like 10 or something under consolidated. Because consolidated is less skill points and stuff. So the DCs tend to be adjusted a bunch.
Yeah.
Can Bodhi eat, like, we use gems for currency, right, or something?
Yes. Well,
Can Bodhi eat the gems?
yeah, she can eat food, but she prefers minerals and stuff and gems and all of that lark.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. Gargoyles can eat regular people food, but prefer metals. And you do get paid in GP. But if like Bodhi would want to eat some of the gems, she'd just take it as part of her loot. But for jobs gone through areas like this, for job boards, you just get paid in GP.
Before you said a
17.
bag of gems when you were paying out to us.
Did I?
Yep.
I meant
You did say
gold.
gems.
I meant gold pieces. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I like little gems anyway.
What is that roll for?
It's a craft alchemy check in order to make something.
Okay.
I am making a batch of alchemical cement.
Just don't touch your hands together after you make it. Like your finger steepling intensifies, but then the fingers don't unsteeple. Oh shit.
That is what the alchemist solvent is for.
It's like you make the cement full of solvent, you're just going, fuck!
Well,
Every
damn it.
time!
And then after that is made, I'm going to take the gray powder, which is the cement now, this fine gray dust. And I'm going to mix it with water, sand, and a bunch of sort of gravel and little tiny gemstones. And then I'm going to stick it in a little pan, and I'm going to let it harden, and then I have a cake made of rocks and gems.
Did you just bake Bodhi a cake?
I baked Bodhi a cake.
Oh fuck. That's adorable.
So cute.
All right. Nice. So Learlight went home.
Squid mom, best mom.
Mm-hmm.
Is what happened? Yeah, Bob's back. Hey, Bob.
Hmm?
You gonna try to get laid? You gonna try to find find the most go home and try to make glorious fried chicken?
I'm thrashed, man.
Oh yeah, when he had his
Yes.
first Applejack, he crit failed.
Yeah, Cryptfield.
I didn't ask you to make a fortitude roll for that.
No, I just assumed I would have to.
I think that it's like a really strong it's like fortified wine, but it's a beer, right? Hey, Kanathis, that thing you fed him,
Huh?
the cider you fed him, the whatever it was,
Yeah.
Applejack, is that a liquor or like a fortified beer?
It's weird. Hang on a second. It's cider.
All right, so if it's cider, even that strong, it's not going to be above like a at least like at the most I've seen alcoholic cider go up to, even like brewed in traditional style, is like 15%. So
Okay, so I would have had to have rolled. Although
Applejack is
What was that?
25 to 40%.
Yeah. Although, yeah. I've seen more.
I have not, but then again, I'm in California. We
Well,
don't really make cider here.
The point of Applejack is that you take regular cider and then you make it considerably stronger.
Okay, but it's still not like it's not enough alcohol to need you to make a fort save. That's like harder liquor than 80 proof. You know, fort save is to my mind is 100 proof and above. So, yeah, you're not completely schmammered yet. So, do you just want to get schmammered tonight, or okay, we left. Oh, Kenneth's left. Okay. Did you want to get completely schmammered tonight, or did you want to find the missing 6 herbs and
Oh, there we go.
spices?
No, that sounds pretty good. That sounds good. I like that.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. What skills does an artificer use? Like for making stuff?
Let's see. Man, I closed Firefox. Well, I have some of the basic ones for just like making stuff like spellcraft and a few. I have finesse, nature, perception, society, and spellcraft. And
I'll tell you what, for making your spell binding 11 herbs and spices, make me a spellcraft check as you're bent over the oven trying to make the most delicious fried chicken.
Spellbinding 11 herbs and spices.
All right, with 17, you managed to add 1 secret herb to your recipe. You are 1 step closer to the ultimate in fried chicken.
Nice.
yeah,
The alchemist is doing work. Marlon, what are you doing in there? Busy.
really.
Bodhi!
Hmm?
Oh, you can finish your thought if you want.
Nah, it's fine.
Bodhi, what are you doing?
I assume eating cake.
That hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
She has not gotten her cake.
When it gets like super noisy, I probably just retreat up to my place, and although I don't really sleep, I enjoy just lying on bed and then wait for tomorrow.
I think gargoyles do the same thing the Warforged do. Like 4 hours a night, you entered like a state, but you're still awake. So
Isn't that what elves do too?
elves in other games, not in this one.
Huh.
In this one, elves do in fact sleep. Well, they
Oh.
did. They're all dead now. They just have weird
They
sleep.
did sleep.
That's even
Yeah.
better. They sleep forever now.
Yeah,
Even better.
they're all dead. None survived. Don't be silly. All right. And finally, Maya, what are you going to do with the rest of your night?
Drink, have some food, and probably go to bed. Mhm.
All right. Someone do me a solid and link me Slaven's downtime thing again. I can't find it. I didn't want to scroll that much. And while that's happening, I'm gonna boop you all over to the Fafnir main page. And I'm fairly certain somewhere on here I put a library, not the ruined library, an actual library. Oh yeah, the new great library. There we go.
The new Great Library. Much better than the
Yeah.
old Great Library, which is underwater currently.
It was sunk. Maya.
That's safe to open?
Um.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, it's the thing I asked for. We're gonna do you first, because this is something your character's been looking forward to, I assume she wakes up bright and early the next day and heads down to the New Great Library.
Yes. Although I realise I forgot to make a note of the name of the book I needed.
I'm just noticing all the little bridges drawn in the river there.
It's The Art of Herbalism and Holistic Medicine.
I'd rather have a holistic detective agency.
I forgot to put a lot of this stuff on the map layer.
Is there anything that's actually on the map layer?
Quite a few things, but now I'm just like highlighting everything and just going map layer. Yep, everything up here in the north was already on the map layer.
I can see that Party Street and the word Bodhi are, oops, shit.
Whoa!
Now
Who
in
did
the
that?
wrong place by one. Let me just fix that. There you
Okay.
go. My bad.
Let's put you on the map layer. Boop. Do. Map layer. What's going on for Bob? Oh, your internet's really going. All right. Can you still at least hear us,
Yeah, I
Bob?
can hear you.
Okay. Well, if it like gets too bad, yeah, just like if you can't talk, just type in the thing if you can still hear us. All right. So, you're gonna go. She's gonna go down to the New Great Library, and you are going to look for this book. It is a fairly old tome, and this is like the it's basically the Bible for like herbalism in this part of the world. So you can locate it rather easily.
Okay.
All right, and because you have like the um actually, I'll say that you can throw enough dice at this over the next few days. We're just going to say that you basically figure out the codex for it, and you start deciphering your mom's journal.
Yay.
All right. Most of it is her writing down different uh, things people in the village came down with, different you know, herbs and stuff like that she experimented with to fix people up. It's mostly a dry read until the past few pages when she starts making references to a uh, to a need to return to the to her where she was born, and the more you read and the more you're able to suss out over the course of hours or days is somewhere in the southern Trails Timberland, and that she was going to begin her journey she was going to begin her journey about a few days before the Red Fang Festival, and the date is about 20 years ago. And then part of her notes, one of the last things she writes is, "Don't forget to bring your journal, stupid."
Can you boot me across to the main map, please?
I can. Mm, a lot of her talk is talking about right about here in the Trails Timberland in an area known as the Lower Spine Footlands. These mountains are called the Lower Spine because the Northern Spine goes all the way around off the map and then comes back here. So it makes a giant circle, but it goes off hundreds of miles that way and then turns around and comes this way.
Okay.
hmm And she's talking about an area right around here. So to get there, one of the fastest ways would be to take either go overland, but overland is like, it's a long trek. Probably the fastest way would be take a sloop over here past Catry and then over here into the lower Trails Timberland. The Trails Timberland, is a place traditionally ruled by the very tricksy and capricious kitsunes.
Oh, well, it's a good thing Sophia's here then. I can ask her about it.
Indeed. So while she's doing this, the Inquisition said that it would contact you within a few days. So all of you have, modest to comfortable lifestyles. So this is a cost for a week. This is cost a week, so we're not really going to go into that. But let's see. Yeah, I actually haven't read through this entire thing, so let's find out how much it takes for, let's say, where's hit point training?
Probably training level up.
I'm
Under
trying to.
downtime.
Yep, I'm trying to figure out what one downtime action is, how long that is.
A downtime
Several
action is meant
days.
to be a week in the context of Safan's document. That's how long those are.
Mm, if it's in the I thought that for some reason I always thought the hit die training took 3 days for one hit die.
Well, this document isn't for Pathfinder, it's for 5e, so...
This is true. I'll probably use a modified version of this, but I'm still gonna say if you want to do hit die training over, then it'll take 3 days for the Inquisition to contact you. So if you want, you can do you can do hit die training if you wish. And I actually copied down the thing a long time ago for how much that costs. Documents. Is it over here? It is not. Tabletop. Nope. Documents. Pathfinder. Hit die training. 10 times level times number of days. Okay, so I think it's 10 gold times your level, right? Kanathis, you've done this before.
It's under retraining rules. Yeah. It is. It's 10 times your level times the number of days required. So for hit points, it is 10 times your level times 3.
Okay, so for those of you who would like to do hit die training to gain one more maximum hit die, that is one of the
One
things you can
hit
do.
point.
Hit point, yeah, not hit die. Hit point. You can do that over the course of the next 3 days. You can do. Bob can continue researching over he can make another roll over 3 days to find another one of his missing herbs and spices. One that your sorcerer doesn't really. Yeah, you don't have a spell book. You can gather information, Maya, about the Trails Timberland.
Yes, that sounds good.
And what would you get? What would anyone else like to do over the time of this? Over these next 3 days?
Fitness training.
You want to do hit die training?
No, fitness training. One downtime action, 150 SP. You gain 3 training dice, D6s, which last until the end of the next week. During that time, whenever you make a strength, dexterity, or constitution ability check, you can spend and roll one of your training dice and add it to the result.
Your training die is a thing for strictly 5e. Is that still
There's
saving
some
made up?
things saving made up.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, but since it's only 3 days, those are going to be D4s, not D6s.
Okay.
So that is what you were. Basically, Corlia is getting swole. Maya, you're going to find. You're gonna find Sophie. In between lovers or whatever it is she does for a living. Yeah, you get the feeling that she's mostly coasting on just all of the gold that they got from their adventures because these guys are retired adventuring heroes.
Okay.
She will point out different areas on the map. She was born in the northern Trails Timberland, but she does know her country, at least decently well, and you know, will pull out one of the maps she has from her adventures around there, and will give you a few tips and tricks for like game trails in the area, where big migrations go through and stuff like that. So remind me when you're moving through the area to that specific area to give you advantage on random encounter rolls and for you to travel through a certain area through the certain area of the Southern Trails Timberland twice as fast as long as you're guiding the party.
So advantage on random encounters and double overall movement speed.
Mm-hmm. Because their adventures largely took. You guys will know this just from talking to the little adventuring group. It largely took place in the Trails Timberland and in the Northern Spine. One of their tales was actually setting up helping to set up the Minotaur Queen in her position, the power that she's in now. And no, not the one you're thinking of.
It is the Moo Queen.
Yep, the Moo Queen, but not Excelia because she's awful.
Yes, someone else who thinks someone else.
Hmm?
What?
Nothing.
I thought the junior consensus was Excelia was awful.
So bad. But yeah, there is a Moo Queen in the Northern Spire in the Iron Citadel. Big beefy Muazan. Um, so that's Maya. Corley gets that. Bob, over the next 3.
Does she mention anything about how dangerous the creatures in the Trolls Timberland are?
She will say that a lot of the dangerous creatures there are mostly capricious fae types, but because of the war, there were, and the when the elves tried to take the area, it was harder than a lot of places because fae are just so tricksy, and there's a lot of magic upheavals there. So not as bad as the wood, and certainly not as destructive. But she will warn you about several creatures, including if you ever go near caves and you hear cries for help, um, enter at your own peril. And she will tell you stories of a creature called the Wendigo.
The Winnebago.
Where does Wendy go?
And let me And she will tell you that Wendigo appears much like a humanoid, as tall as an ogre, but one who is in the last stages of death from starvation. It is completely hairless, and its flesh is deathly pale except for blackened fingers, ears, nose, and toes. Its fingers end with long talons made of ice, and needle-like fangs fill its mouth. A Wendigo has ragged, bloody flesh around its maw because it constantly devours its own lips. Its tongue is long, pocked with sores, and the color of a fresh blues. Its most horrible feature is its glowing yellow eyes, which float in large sockets full of blood.
Gross.
Eh,
So,
I wonder if it tastes. I wonder if it tastes good.
and she will tell you that don't bother with cold. If you see it, kill it with fire. It is a fey aberration as a result of different elves who were, hunted down and then sealed up in caves who died of starvation, but not before, like killing and eating members of their party. The kitsune would lure them into caves and then put a bunch of illusion spells. So no matter the more they tried to get out, the more lost they got in the labyrinths.
nifty.
How mean.
All right. Marlum, please make me over your downtime another roll to. It's going to get harder and harder to get your delicious fried chicken, but and take more days. But let's see how. I'm going to say that at level 4 you got at least of the 11 herbs and spices you got 6. So you need 5 more, and you just got the 6th one. So
Okay.
29. Over the next 3 days, you find your 7th herb. You get the feeling it will get more and more difficult as time goes on. And you actually blew away the DC for that one. Damn.
Yeah.
That's what you get for rolling a 19. DC for that was in fact 25. Oh no, I mean sorry, 21. All right. So, Bodhi, over the next 3 days before the next part of the campaign begins, what would you like to do?
Collect my dress and go say hi.
Okay, at the end of the 3rd day, you find a dress. Would you like to tell us what the dress looks like?
Sure. I did put up a picture a whiles back.
Oh, did I? Did you? Sorry,
Yep.
I didn't see.
It is as in the picture, however, as opposed to blue, it is of a dark green, and instead of silver accenting it, is layered with gold, because the colours are more appropriate on her.
Okay, blue, dark green instead of what?
Instead of blue, it's the dress is dark green,
Okay.
and instead of silver, it is gold.
Nice. Alright. And I never bothered making a map for Fortress Vigilance. God damn it. I knew I had forgotten something today.
It's fine. Just describe vaguely what it looks like. We'll go by theatre of the mind.
Alright. So, how are you going to try to get to the Fortress Vigilance? That's my first question.
I'm a fly.
You're going to fly directly towards the giant armed thing in the sky?
Yep. I mean, I'm not wearing any arms or armor and stuff. It's just my gear, and I'm going to go to what looks... Because the fortress itself has a front entrance, even though it's up in the air, so I will head towards that. And I will do so at a slow, leisurely pace.
Hmm. Alright. So this fortress is made out, has been wrought in a much different shape than you'd expect most fortresses to be in. This rather than what you've seen or what has been made before, where it was mostly forts shaped in boxes and stuff like this. This seemed to be shaped in the form of a giant star. As it hovers above the ground. There are as you expect parapets, and it has different shimmering layers that leads you to think that this is protected by more than just its unusual shape.
Yep.
And the main entrance is in the crux of one of the crook. I meant the crook of one of the where the one of the stars angles in, and there is as you approached from one of the towers a small flight of griffins with mounts, with armored mounted personnel, start approaching you. What do you do?
I will. I will come to a an aerial halt, and I'll just fly on the spot and wait for them to approach.
Okay. You are approached by these people. You can tell that this makes up a myriad of races, not just human and wolfkin. While the human and wolfkin are represented, you do in fact see, a few more of the otter races. You see otter, I say. Less common. You see a catfolk in one. You see what appears to be some kind of lizard folk that's on fire, which you recognize as you'd probably recognize as salamander. And they come to a hover in front of you and just lower their weapons. Halt! You are trespassing upon this fortress. Return the way you came.
I pause on the spot and I will wave politely. I'm afraid that my name is, and then she will pronounce something really hard to figure out in Titan, and then go, but you are welcome to call me Bodhi. I am here to visit the dragon, and I come not as a trespasser, but quite literally as a visitor.
The fortress is not open to civilians at this point.
For sure, I'm hardly a civilian. I'm older than all of you guys put together.
That may be so, Old Stone, but none may trespass upon the fortress. You must have either a writ from the Wolf Throne, from the Red Army, or from the Inquisition.
I will pause and pondering. Do I have any? I know the names of like Inquisition members and stuff, right?
Inquisitor Miranda Rutledge
Yeah,
is the only one that you've met.
I will ask if they know if Miranda Rutledge is still currently in the city.
Let me make a roll. What? There's an error with my formula. Three of them do not look to, do not shift positions because of it, but one seems to recognize her. Ah, the Inquisitor. Yes, she has just returned from she returned 2 days ago from an expedition. She is not in the fortress. If you have a writ from her, please show it.
No, I'm afraid I'm going to have to go and see her. That's a problem. Are you able to pass along a message to the dragon?
We can make no promises, but we will say that we can pass along the message that a gargoyle wished to see him.
I would very much appreciate it. I'll be staying just down there at a place currently known as the Feisty Ferry, and I'll just literally point from our perch up high at where the tavern's located by the waterside.
All right. Your name, your name, miss?
Are you able to recite the complicated Titan one? Otherwise, go with Bodicea.
None of these people would know Titan.
No, okay. I inform them that the Bodicea is the name that they should probably pass along. And let's see here. I have like no baggage or anything on me. I've got just a like a garter pouch, so I will reach into that. And let's see here. I will pull out what looks like an old journal, and I will just quickly scratch into like the soft paper with a fingernail the name in Titan and a couple of extra bits and bobs, like basically a proper hello and an introduction, and I will yank it out of the journal and then hand it over to them.
All right. The one who, the salamander who recognized the Inquisitor, will flap over to you and like awkwardly pluck it out of the air.
Thank you.
He will nod to you, and then they will remain hovering there until you leave.
Yeah, I'll just do a gentle glide back down to the tavern and wait and see what comes of it.
One question: did you introduce yourself also as a paladin on that little sheet?
Yes.
Okay.
It would have been her full name in Titan, which I've never myself written out because I can't be asked to do so, but it's just essentially her real quote-unquote name. A paladin of Ashea, a member of the family of insert Titan name here, and
I gave you that Titan's name.
I know, but I've forgotten off the top of my head.
Okay, so have I. So
Let's see here. I got it anywhere.
but it doesn't matter. All right, so that will have happened. But again, it took 3 days for that dress to be made, and it'll take a while for your message to be passed on. And finally, Lirelai, what would you like to be doing?
I'm just going to make more cement mix for later uses, and then I'm going to go and into town and buy some various ingredients for cooking for the party while we're traveling and stuff.
Oopsies. All right.
And would probably try and find Bodhi, and give her and bring her a plate of brownies made of rock and sand and gemstones.
Well, as all time, she's mostly at the Feisty Fairy. If it's on the third day, then she's wearing her very lovely dress.
Let's see if I can.
Hello.
Hi, Bodhi. I remember it was a little hazy because we were all drinking a lot. I remember at the party a couple days ago, you tried to order something called a rock cake,
Yeah.
and I figured, well, I think maybe I could. I don't know. I mean, maybe I could try and make something that's more to your liking to eat. So I made these. I figured out how to make this stuff. We'll present a plate of brownies made of sand and rocks.
She will lean in with great interest, and her eyes are like wide as dinner plates, and she sniffs it a couple of times and goes, "Oh, they look awesome.
They have gemstones in them too.
Oh, they're lovely. Well, thank you very much."
You're welcome.
She'll beam a big warm smile. And yeah, she'll give one of them a try.
And this could have taken place over the course of like the 3 days you were waiting.
Yeah. Delicious.
Horrible drawing of a star fortress. There you go.
Yay! Gotta watch out for them drawn star fortresses.
They're star shaped so as to better deflect cannonballs.
Makes sense. Cool. Yeah, otherwise besides that I've got no plans in the city until someone comes back to us.
Okay, and finally, is that all you're going to be doing over those days, Kennethus?
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
I'm going to store a bunch of this money. I'm going to put this into my savings
Yeah,
And
most
to
of mine are
reduce
stored away.
and to reduce the weight.
Also that. Goodness me, money gets heavy.
Wait.
Money's heavy.
If you don't have 4 limbs.
I have 6.
Yeah.
7 if you include the tail.
And finally move this horde jam layer. Pull you guys over and grab a couple people. Give me a second.
Doop, doop.
Whoop, whoop. Okay. On the eve of the third day, you all receive. Huh?
If we're meant to be seeing a map thing, I'm on the overworld.
There. Yeah, I never moved you back to Fafnir, did I? Yep. Anyways.
So,
Yeah, on the eve of the third day, you all receive various missives that to meet Inquisitor Rutledge and High Arcanist Alana at that they would meet you at the Feisty Ferry the next day.
Is that cool? So isn't one of those that very excited cat girl?
Very excited, doggo.
Doggo, that was it.
Fork.
Yep. She bought the Pono Stagger, and she also tried to lick one of the orbs.
Oh god.
Yep, she is a very powerful arcanist. So, oops. God damn it, that wasn't on GM layer. I mean the map layer. There we go, map layer now. Whoop. So I assume you all go there, yep?
Yeah.
Alright. Colette is there, but she's just busy setting up in the bar and stuff like that. And you guys wait around for a few minutes, and the door practically bursts open, and Alana pops in, followed shortly by Inquisitor Rutledge. Oh, hi! Hey, guys!
Hi.
Hi, Alana.
Bodhi being the only one who had to spend an extended period of time with her alone on an airship. Very exhausted by the doggo.
She, like I said, she basically spent the entire time pestering Bodhi about what life was like and what magic was like, thousands of years ago, until she eventually fell asleep being exhausted from talking for like 4 hours straight.
Yep. Hi, Alana.
Hi! Tap, 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 tap. Hug.
In this case, I'm probably... you know what? I'm probably showing off the fact that I still have a nice new dress that has managed to stay intact for more than a day. A new record for dresses. It is still sort of, it is a flying hug on a gargoyle, so probably not the most comfortable thing ever.
Gargoyles are still soft enough when they're animated.
True, but I assume that she did some kind of glomp speed-based impact. That's still probably like throwing yourself at a heavy bag.
Doggos are best to hugs, they don't care.
That's true. They're just like awkwardly, like, scritch, scritch, scritch.
The Inquisitor will like reach over and pull her back. Uh, Hello again. It's good to see you all in one piece.
Thank you. Good to see you as well.
Then Alana pipes up. Yeah, we heard you went over to Leakston Village and then found a war wound.
Yes, that's right. I even had to sort of stick a hand in it to pull a girl's soul out so it wasn't damned to all hells, and that wasn't the most fun thing ever.
Wow, so brave. You're a hero.
Just a paladin.
Wag, 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 wag.
Side eye, side eye.
So, anyways, we spent a little while at that thing, poking at things, touching things, learning more about things. Really cool. Gonna turn it off, but
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. What really weird though, while there are some like standing rune stones near Havedin village, there's nothing there. There's no crazy magic stuff going on. Really weird. So, while we can't exactly send out an expedition and stuff like that because that tends to draw a lot of attention, and we're trying to keep the tower under wraps. You didn't tell anyone about the tower, did you?
What tower?
Right. I like you already. Not to say I didn't like you before. Always
Yeah.
liked you. And then
She's just really trying to sleep with Bodhi.
this is how she literally treats everyone. It's just the person that she's talked to the most is Bodhi.
The endlessly patient.
She put gold
Because
retriever.
she's probably. I mean, look at that face.
Yeah.
So cute.
Uh,
Even has hearts in her eyes.
Yep. Loves literally everybody.
But especially you.
Yep. Yeah. And so she's gonna start like tangenting about how she's never met anyone she hasn't liked, and then like Rutledge will like lean over and like jam what appears to be like like a dumpling in her mouth, and she's just gonna start happily nomming on that, and then Rutledge will sigh and then turn to you guys. Anyways, we cannot. What she means to say is, mounting an entire expedition there would not only raise eyebrows, but very simply, that area has been lived and combed over for a while, so we're not exactly sure what you're supposed to find ourselves. And most of the college members who were told about this, and the members of the Inquisition that know about this, well, we're really busy at the main site. So we had hoped to hire you guys directly rather than through the job boards.
Well, I mean, you're also in luck. There hasn't been a fresh one to come in on the boards yet, so I'm absolutely I'm ready to help.
Actually, I am going to be updating the boards after this conversation. I just
Alright.
can't do both I can't do both at once.
Fair enough.
But yeah. So we do know from what we saw that it comes out near the standing rune stones, but other than that, we can't really clue you in on what you're looking for.
That's okay. Might be something that maybe I'll know when I get there. It's hard to say until I do. And likewise, everyone else is really smart, so.
In any event, do any of you have any questions?
I was wondering if you could help me go and meet the dragon. I left him a missive, but I haven't heard back from him quite yet.
The dragon. Oh, you must be talking of. Oops. I always forget the names of characters that I make up.
Welcome to my world.
Scroll down. Wrong document. I have 3 documents for Strayfinder. Shut up.
Fair enough.
You must be speaking of collar nicks. Yes, yeah. If I imagine that if you tried to approach, you were swiftly told off.
It wasn't so much told off as it was heavily insinuated that I was not going to be getting in without a little bit of assistance.
the fortress will be here for at least another couple of weeks. You have to understand we are incredibly busy, and the fortress has, difficulties of its own. But I will see about getting you a pass there, though generally only uh, higher ranking inquisitors and such, but it will likely take several days.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, in which case, maybe my own attempts will get through to him in time. I'm okay with waiting on that. No rush then.
Hmm.
Actually, I've heard the dragon's name. Would I know of him at all?
But color next. He is
Was he
pretty.
anywhere ever near the spire or spire adjacent back in the time of being awake?
The spear, you mean?
Yeah, spear, even not spire.
No. No, you would not know this ancient red.
Okay.
He was around during your time, but yeah, you didn't know of him,
Fair enough. It's like, you're old, you know them, right? Like, I don't know everyone just because I'm old.
right? And Alana stops, finally finishes the food that she was given, and then plunges a hand into her like pack that she has and starts ruffling around. Do any of you know how to do scrolls?
Dude, scrolls?
Do scrolls.
Make
Read a
them.
scroll. Read a scroll. Stuff happens. It's really fun.
Oh, Marlon, that's your thing, isn't it?
Point at Marlem.
Ah, awesome.
Yeah, I can.
Do any of you know how to detect magic already?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so you don't need that. You don't need that. Here you go. And she hands over a scroll. This will let you see if for a little bit. It will let you see if there's anything hiding, out of plain sight. Just like, yeah, stuff like that. And she hands you the thing, and you now have a scroll of what level is this? Well, this is nope, not that one. Glimpse of Truth. You gain truthing for 1 round.
Nice.
Sick.
Yep. Basically, this one will you stand in an area, and then rather than doing rounds, it also counts for a scene. So
Oh,
like
okay.
a role play scene, not just having to literally count down seconds.
Okay.
So, yep. She will boop run over and then thrust out the scroll to Marlem.
All right. Gonna put that in my. Okay, I think I might have a case for that. It doesn't seem I do, but I'll hold on to it. Actually, this gives me some ideas. Anyway. Okay. For a second, I thought my internet went out again. Because Firefox, please, I just want to add something to my character sheet. Or fine, I won't listen to you, Firefox. I'll do it over here.
Oh no. The dog. I will wave a little bit at the Inquisitor and then I'll jerk a thumb over my shoulder at Alana ordering drinks at the bar.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I am a little curious as to see what happens.
I mean, I think we all are. This is where we just see the High Arcanist being thrown bodily out of the building for getting too rowdy as well. Just whoomph!
And it's like also 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. Early start to the day, you know how it is.
All right. So, while the Inquisitor is here, she's going to pull you guys over to the map.
Whoa.
Well, I'm going to pull you guys over to the map, and she's going to be pointing stuff out. She is going to say that your best bet to get down to Havedin is to. There are two ways you can take. You can take an overland route and maybe follow one of the trading caravans that's returning home, and in that ways. Or you could do what a lot of the more aquatic members of the country do, and they get on specially modified boats where their certain decks are nice and moist and watery, and then and have magical buoyancy, just so like, because the lower decks are flooded, normally that would mean you'd list lower, but there's specially crafted spells for that. And some of the and so they'll generally go a route like this, and then there will be a stop off around here where you could simply take like a riverboat down and over. Well, upriver, anyways. It's a new type of boat that's been developed in the past few years called a steamboat, which which can literally go upstream.
Taking a steamboat to Lake Pontchartrain, huh? I am interested in finding out what those crazy mortals are getting up to these times.
Say, is there like a steamboat stop here where the rivers part? Because it might be
Yep.
faster to walk from Fafnir to there and then get a steamboat the rest of the way, rather than skirting the coast and then going upriver.
You'd think so, but our sloops are pretty fast these days. But it generally works out about the same speed.
Well, I know which
And
one is cheaper.
Well, and one way is just a tad more luxurious.
For sure, luxury. I'm cool with, like...
Indiana Jonesing it.
I like traveling. Traveling is fun. You get to see interesting things.
Meet interesting people and kill even more interesting things.
And sometimes get to eat interesting foods.
And eat interesting people.
That's the best part. No, I take that back. That's the best part.
Huh. When's that gonna
Nobody
happen
heard
in
that.
our adventure?
What, eating people?
Yeah, if
I
it's the
mean,
best part.
Eh. You have been
I
eating
mean,
it.
we
It's
might have already done that.
Yeah. That wine is actually a Soylent wine that you've been drinking.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. The flavor differs from person to person, but
All right, so whoop.
I love that joke.
Yep.
All right. So she points out the various routes you can take. You guys can decide that in a little bit. She then looks over to Alana, just looks back, just goes, you know what? I really am not her babysitter. Bump, bump.
I don't get paid enough for this
Yeah,
shit.
no one gets paid enough for that shit.
And
Part of me thinks I'd be like, oh no, wait, please! Don't leave me!
Yes, that was it. She has left us with her, and she's drinking.
High Arcanist Alana is an adult, and Rutledge is tired of dealing with the very excitable doggo adult.
Tired of putting up with her bullshit.
Do I have? Oh man, I could have got Shield Advisor. Why didn't I take
Aw,
Shield
I like
Advisor?
Alana. Screw you.
Oh.
She's adorable.
Yeah. If you ask Colette what she's drinking, she is drinking raspberry cider.
I
Oh.
don't really understand alcohol.
I actually had raspberry cider before.
It
Bit
was-
too sweet for me, but it was good.
It's okay. I'm not a cider drinker much myself. I'll have like scrumpies and stuff.
I only had one cider I really liked. It was called Ace Cider, and it was very sour.
It's probably a scrumpy, or at least close to it. It might not have been carbonated.
I also like German sour beers. Those are good.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I've had a cider called Crippled Cock because it was a scrumpy, and there's the joke that you get farmer's droop from drinking too much of it, which means you can't get it up. So it's literally called Crippled Cock, and then on the front is a picture of a rooster with a crutch.
So we're gonna go for another couple hours, but before we do that, I really need to use the restroom. So like 5-minute break.
Okay, I'm gonna take that time to make some soup.
I should do the same. I have not
Delicious
eaten.
soup.
Back in a bit.
Yeah.
And for your stream, I shall put on more music. Don't you fret.
Willkommen
You did it.
zurück.
I have broccoli and Stilton soup.
Sounds good.
It's okay. It's not high quality soup by any stretch of the imagination. Relatively cheap. Came out of a tin, but it's nice enough. Beggars can't be choosers. I see there are more additions in that corner.
Yep. Well, time is going to be passing, so people are, they're going to be opening soon, and Adrian and you guys just know that Adrian and Alana live next door above the Spinneret Sanctum, and Sophie lives here.
Yep. Sophie lives under the drip tray.
Pretty much. What she does live in is like a magically soundproofed room because Colette made her get it after chasing away customers.
Understandable.
But how did she do it? Chased away customers?
4 o'clock in the morning, bang, 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 squealing.
No, that'd attract customers about
I can
time.
safely say, as someone who has had to put up with this before, no, it doesn't. Fucking doesn't. Not even close.
Would get real old real fast.
Yep.
Especially if you're at a bar at 4 a.m, because it usually means that you're approaching that point where tiredness has turned into a hangover, and instead all you can hear is pounding at war with the same kind as your skull. While people noisily have passable sex.
Yep, I can say it. It might be amusing like the first time, but like when you've been drinking for like 2 days at a festival and you just want to get some goddamn sleep, listening to your buddy, banging whatever person she found that day, very annoying at 4:30 a.m. Wait, no, like 8:30 a.m. because I'm still,
Yeah.
stumbling to bed at like 5.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. Shut up. I actually, that's when I started going to sleep with earplugs, which I still do to this day.
I don't these days, but every now and again I would. I might have to start doing so again because my downstairs neighbour has some family over for a little while, and one of them has a baby, and that is a baby, so it fucking cries, like 12 times a day. Thankfully, my microphone doesn't pick it up, but I can hear it when I've got headphones on. Which is, again, amazes me that my microphone doesn't pick it up, because it's fucking just, ugh. Damn pissing, shitting, crying. Ugh.
It's called Alchemist what again?
Alchemist kindness.
I think an alchemist kindness would be gagging the child. Seriously, I will never myself have one of those crying, pissing shit machines.
I hate them as well. And when I was younger, I was forced to every Sunday to do quote unquote ministry, one Sunday a month do ministry where myself and my dad would look after a bunch of kids who weren't old enough to go into like what was called, hilariously enough, JC gang, which was 8 and above.
Ugh.
And we dealt with everyone who's 8 and below. And yes, that is literally what the church called the kids service.
Humans get the real short end of the stick when it comes to having children. Their children are completely incapable of doing anything at all. And some animals just get away with having kids that can just run and fucking do all the shit immediately.
I mean, shit, look at aphids. Those things, half the time, the things that they birth are pregnant already with their brood.
Ugh.
Are we all of the returning?
They reproduce asexually, those aphids.
They do. They have it all.
Except sex.
True. All bastards. Anyway.
We have a stray. Do we have everyone else?
Sorry, I was eating an almond and I didn't want to chew into the mic.
Almonds.
I do love me some lightly sea salted almonds.
Right now, since I'm back to trying to vaguely behave, which means skipping beer and drinking only hard liquor and generally not eating dessert all the time, I could myself in a day just consume an entire cooking block of marzipan. Just in a sitting.
I did at one point cut out beer for a while because it was just not healthy, the amount of beer I was drinking.
Maybe that's why you've been
Eating, yeah.
it's
No,
it's just all beer loaf.
Yeah, but and it was really painful on the wallet at the time. Just beer is great, but it takes a lot to get me drunk.
Yep.
Bob, you back?
Yep.
I think I heard a winner, and I think I heard a Merzendi, and I definitely heard a Kanathis.
I'm
I'm
here.
here.
And I had
Okay.
Welcome,
All right. So, let me make a roll that I told myself to do while we were gone. So, do.
Is that another night's profit for Lirelai?
It's been this is the fourth day. So 50 was for during the usually it's a D25, but 50 is for the day of the festival, and 30 because the festival is winding down. And so right now it's a 3D30. So wow, those are nice numbers.
Holy shit.
So
Another 345 gold. I mean silver.
all right, good mathing. You did it. I'll believe you. Alrighty. And goddamn it, I just reflexively put another almond in my mouth. I need to put this away.
That's the magic of snacks. Disappear.
I'm gonna put some of
Sorry
this. I'm gonna put some of the silver away and to be stored.
Very useful.
Yep. Lirelai has already managed to start making money making in a campaign. Like the fifth session, it's great. So
I'm not gonna go full Hedra on this, and I'm not gonna.
No cocainium.
God no, I'm not gonna do that. No way.
It's called kindcanium when Kina makes it because it's all Canadian as fuck.
Kindcanium. I'm gonna I might try and figure out to do some little things, but I'm not gonna do much.
It's fine. Since I'm doing a Pathfinder game where I didn't bother making my own economy because I can't maths. I'm just gonna kind of wave my hand when it comes to how much money the PCs make. It doesn't matter. So, you notice that during this time, Alana has begun putting away beer, and surprisingly enough, when Adrian and Leanna, there we go. Sometimes I have to remember their names. Walked in. She was chatting up a storm, but the more and more she drinks, the more peaceful and mellow she becomes.
I fucking knew it.
Just gonna be asleep by a fireplace for the rest of the day.
Yep. Lana is a mellow drinker.
Huh.
Yep.
Like look awkwardly at Colette at some point, like when she passes out, bung her in my room for a while, I guess, until the mages come and collect her.
If that Inquisitor ever figures that out, she's
We're
probably
just
gonna
gonna
get
be
her.
just shit hammered at
Yeah.
all times.
Yeah, basically.
Instead of dumplings in her mouth, it's just
Yep.
a hip flask.
To be fair, like
Nobody tell the Inquisitor.
Rutledge and Alana knew of each other. They're not exactly like best friends. Like it was like their first assignment with each other was when, Alana was pretty much the only one willing to go and take a trip with Bodhi. So yeah,
I mean, they would work together a lot more often if this occurred. if she knew, we must keep the secret. The poor thing won't survive.
We must never tell.
Every time
Her liver would not last.
every time she leaves, the Inquisitor has like 500 GP worth of liquor brought along. All right. So, it is the morning of the fourth day, and the one thing that Rutledge did tell you is that one of the things you should do if you're going to take the overland route is to volunteer to go along with a caravan. Caravans will generally allow adventurers to go along and for free, and will put them up with food as long as the adventurers make a show of being with the merchants, because adventurers, they do have like caravan guards, but honest to God, adventurers tend to frighten away would-be bandits.
Yeah, I imagine so. It's like, oh look, they appear to have an army of level 3 Mook guards. Oh no, shit! There's people there with class levels. Stay away.
There are some weirdos. There's a handful of people who look especially weird. Oh god.
Yeah, if you ever see a gang of magical, the caravans should just like dress people up like magical weirdos. We're like, all right, this
it very much is easy. I was just thinking about it when I got up to use the restroom. I was like, yeah, now that I think about it, it is incredibly easy to pick out a party of adventurers, all generally different races with like weird different shit going on and all sorts of different like non-standard weapons.
Yep.
I mean, Marlem is in power, for God's sake.
Yeah.
It's true.
Not gonna lie, when he first joined some of those, he might have wore a wizard hat.
Just be like,
have wizard
we need to get Wizard Bear back. Wizard Bear 2017.
Kina.
Wizard Bear.
gonna be the final boss, isn't it?
I'm also surprised that Marlem Sanders isn't always drinking a mint julep.
Right? Either a mint julep or like an old-fashioned.
Yeah.
His low con score.
So, that doesn't stop people. Like, everyone who's rich thinks they have a second liver.
True, but he's also not rich. He's doing the true Harlem Sanders.
He's working his way. He's working his way up to mint julep in the morning.
Yes.
Squeaky chair. God damn, I love having land so much and slaves to work on it. Fuck yes.
Say that, but he was a gas station attendant for like 40 years.
You don't look like someone who's a gas station attendant, though. You look like someone who has a lot of slaves to do the hard work for him.
All right. So, unless there's anything you would like to do here, shall we go over to the main map and get you started on heading to Haveden?
Sounds good to me. I will
Sure.
reluctantly hang up my lovely dress and change into awesome shiny plate that's been reshined after going through a little murdering.
All right. I had always had this planned. Well, not always, but I had kind of thought this would have gone faster because when I made this, it was a long time ago, and I didn't realize how long stuff would take. Um, During this part, it's going to be fairly easy for you guys to find a trade caravan, leaving Fafnir after having unloaded all their goods and now going back home. And one of those will pass through Haveden on the way through to back to the Trails Timberland and then up north through there.
Awesome.
And during this time, the reason why I say this is because I didn't plan any random encounters for it because you would have each caravan would have at least 7 guards, and you would be able to fight off most stuff. For this early in the thing, when there's a bunch of people milling around, there's not really much of a chance of being jumped randomly in literally the most traveled and settled part of the country.
Makes sense.
So yeah, it just sounds weird otherwise, because like one of my documents said, this is basically the most lived in right here.
Yep.
And then it starts getting rarer and rarer over here. The only reason why you had random encounters over here is because that's still wilderness. But this is like traveling on a Roman road. You're not really have any fear of being attacked.
Fair enough.
So, you're going to be traveling with a caravan, and because you're traveling with a caravan and none of you are walking, although in like the front and at the behind, they'll insist that you guys take the aft and fore, so that you guys can be all big and intimidating and adventure-y looking.
Mm-hmm.
So you take a nice caravan travel, and you make it over to Haveden in. Let me start counting. You make it there in 5 days.
Cool.
You make good travel across the country.
Like, the caravan is going on from here to the southern Trails Timberland, yeah?
I really need to figure. For like every 2 squares, I do like a day, right? I really need to. I'm not that good at figuring out how big a country should be. And this is like the size of of like a state, basically, to Laura, and not like an East Coast state.
Fuck it, that means
Was-
nothing to me.
yeah.
I'm English.
The size of your country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like this would be like the size of Kentucky or something like that. So yeah. Anyways, so it takes you about 5 days to get that far. What were you saying, Rizendi?
The caravan's going on from here into the Trails Timberland, yeah?
After here, it will stop in Haveden, and then from there, it will go further north through the Trails Timberland and return to the the Iron Citadel. You are in a caravan of a few cowgirls and a minotaur or two. There's even a minotaur. He's adorable.
Cutie pie.
Well,
Is he a dashing rogue?
No.
I miss
Wait,
Cal.
what? Wait. So wait. What's the? Who are these guys?
This caravan has it's mixed race, but it is very much these guys came from the Iron Citadel to the north. So
Hmm.
the leader is like an old like Minotaur guy, and then a few of his daughters, and just other traders and stuff like that. So there are some Wolfkin around here, but for the most part, they have mostly northern races, which are minotaurs, a couple salamanders, and some catfolk. So yeah, the caravan is owned by an old minotaur.
I'd probably do that classic, just lying on top of a caravan in the sun.
Just sunning yourself.
Yep.
So Maya is going to ask the caravan leader, like, if he stops at any kitsune settlements in the Trails to Timberland, to leave a letter there in case a Miss Camille Walsh is a resident, and she'll pay him like 50 gold for the travel.
He nods and smiles and says that he'll do that, and feels that that's a bit too much, so he'll take like 25. It's no trouble for him to just drop it off on his way through.
Okay. And in case it actually reaches the person it's intended, I'll send you a copy of the letter in a second, Stray.
Okay.
It's just a list. Says, I'ma find you, bitch.
Yeah. The Minotaur is very embarrassed and clearly not used to the attention, especially from what to him is exotic squid girl. Not very many water folk in the northern Leidenbrock Sea. So yeah, he's fairly skittish, but over the course of the next few days, if you want, he will very stammeringly and blushingly say, when you guys have circled the wagons for the night, that you guys could maybe go off for a picnic.
Nah.
That sounds very nice.
He is
I would be delighted to have a picnic.
He is a pure nervous femboy.
Lirelai will even hold his hand. Oh my.
Oh,
Allude.
oh my! Yeah, I'm not sure if we can talk about that on stream.
Yeah, I might
Oh,
be
no.
breaking Twitch's TOS for being so
I'm
lewd.
sorry. Oh no.
We're gonna get banned.
It's all a fluster.
Oh yeah, and cute bolds. There are some of those that there in the northern spine. Yeah, it's like
Cute bold.
There's catfolk up here, cute bolds in the mountains with minotaurs, and then what was the other race? Oh yeah, salamanders over here. This is largely salamander territory.
Suddenly super
Interesting.
tempted to play as a cute board as a backup character. Oh my fucking god.
Yep. Those are the races of the north. The races of the south are wolves, waterfolk, and pretty much wolves and waterfolk are down here.
Sweet.
And kitsunes to the east, and humans to the northwest. All right. So Lirelai is having a lovely picnic with the very blushing and innocent Minotaur that doesn't know what to do when very hot tentacle ladies are this close to him. Is there anything people would like to do during this time, during your little travels?
Nope.
Mm,
Not that I can think of.
could I taste test some of the cobalt fried chicken?
I
I know it's missing recipe. I know it's missing ingredients, but it's good to try it out.
I'm so sad you're not playing a kobold though.
I am.
But yeah, you can taste test some of it. It tastes pretty good, but it doesn't. It's not finger licking good, Bob.
just missing something.
That's right. Yeah, you're like, the finger licosity is just off. It's not there.
Just sort of shakes my head.
One day.
Just one day I'll get it right. One day.
Hang on, let me look something up. Yeah, over the course of this time, Bob, you can make me another roll. Or the thing is, things are going to get harder, and you're going to have to go farther for ingredients. But because you're actually, let's actually find out. Please roll me d4. Oh, hey! While they have sold a lot of exotic spices from the northern spine, they do have a few things left, a few samples left over. Hey, Bob, make me another your another spellcraft check to
Spicecraft.
see. Yep, spicecraft to see if these flavors will work or not.
Oh boy. Ah,
Nah, these aren't the droids you're looking for.
they're probably also a bit not fresh. Like they've been
Yeah.
fingered a few too many times and not pure. Yeah. Or they're
Hmm.
old. You know, some of them get old if you ever leave them out in the air for too long.
Stale herbs. Doesn't taste.
Yeah.
Um,
I watch Food Network a lot, or I used to.
It's your qualification as Food Network as opposed to actual chef stuff. Yes, some herbs can go quite stale. Some don't, but maybe this exotic one does.
Yeah. Whatever the exotic one is, it's probably not tree bark or specific dirt.
Essence of dirt.
Mm.
all right. Um, you know what? My mind is blanking, so I'm going to ask someone who does stuff like this for a living.
Dun, 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 dun.
Um. All right. Corlia, is there anything you want to do on this, like halfway through the thing when you guys are on the banks of the river?
Not that I can think of.
Maya? Is there anything you would like to do? No!
Are you sure?
No!
Uh,
Sorry about that, Mercendi. Secret things. Okay, go on.
I have like 24 copies of a letter to write. I'm pretty busy.
Why do you have to make
Oh
2
my.
dozen?
So that any town or village he stops at, he can leave a copy at. I know roughly where my mother is, but roughly
Oh,
isn't good enough. If I saturate the southern Trails Timberland as much as possible, it ups the chance of her getting the letter and then maybe actually writing back.
I see.
A net cast wide catches more fish.
but beware, for filling inboxes with spam frustrate many poor fishermen. I still like my first suggestion far more, but you know, whatever. Can't all be winners, I suppose. Neep, 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 neep. Need to wait and see what Stray is typing.
Anyways, when you get
Poor little
Yep. When you get his name is Jesse.
Jesse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jesse, the poor little trappy minotaur
Owned.
who, yep, who is very, as time goes on and the more loot you get, is very much trying to yep, there are other people in my house. Great, they were all gone, but now they're here.
I mean, we can assume that what you're saying is, as he reaches various states of embarrassment, also various states of trying to hide his boner.
Yes.
You don't want to say out loud with people who might hear you.
Like literally everyone just came back, and it's both of my little sisters and my parents just like, whoop.
Nope, not saying that out loud then. What's that about big horse wieners there, son? Nothing.
Which is the thing minotaurs have. It's a matter of course.
Of course. It's default equipment right there.
Yep. So, yep. Lirelai has gained for the duration of this travel one Jesse Minotaur. Yep, pretty much.
One fuck boy.
I still say it should have been Delilah. Or Del the
I
Minotaur.
couldn't. Yeah, I
Del
couldn't think of a
Minotaur.
name, so I was like, "Scal, help me out here," and she's just Del, and I'm like, "No, we can't go that far. I don't think we'll
That's
ever
what
come
that
back if we do that."
was.
Pretty seal.
Yeah,
If we
poor
go that,
DCL, nothing. I love doing that, and he does it to himself, but down, that's what
It's
really
true.
hurts.
yeah, it's just the thing is, if we go down that path, we'll never come back.
You say it like that's a bad thing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Anyways, so are you going to have your way with the poor Minotaur boy?
Hmm.
Tentacle wiggling intensifies.
It is tentacle wiggling. But Lirelai is not one to just simply, fuck somebody.
You can't. Yeah, this isn't just like this could have been like the first night. I'm saying like over the course of 5 days.
Boy, I'm gonna teach you something about your penis. Hold on tight.
Just slowly but surely teasing the poor boy into a frenzy over the course of 5 days.
Oh,
Poor little
poor
Jesse.
guy. Oh, Jesse.
So, while Kanathis thinks about whether or not Lirelai is going to deflower the poor boy, you guys make it to Havedin! Yay!
Yay!
Yep, let me pull your tokens real quick.
It's only about
Look at that, what?
Straw roof.
Oh, yeah.
This looks like a very
Is this-
dragon attackable roof right there.
Right? They're poor thatched roof
Yeah.
cottages. Alright.
Yeah.
So you reach the village of Havedin. The caravan circles wagons outside because those are, also their homes while they're on the, on the trail. They don't really need to rent a room. You're more than happy to go in town to, more than welcome to rent a room in town, but they're going to stay here for a few days, maybe spend or hawk some wares that they like leftover wares from the journey, and before they continue on the next day. It is, I would say that you guys arrived late at night, and so you pushed yourselves so you could just at the very least, circle the wagons and go to sleep, and then wake up refreshed the next day. So it is now the morning after.
Okay. I have one. I know what Lirelai will do.
Mhm.
Lirelai will, while they're traveling, will we'll ease him off, and we'll give him a blowjob and stuff. But when we get into town, Lirelai will make sure to brew herself from her bag of various teas. We'll brew some night tea, and then we'll maybe pay him a visit later, and we'll actually sleep with him.
Alrighty then.
Drags him up into the rapey darkness.
Mhm.
The darkness is moist and waiting for cock.
And how?
Mhm. Okay. Do you use this is something you can just say you have in your inventory. It's basically like yeah, that tea, right? The
Night
prophylactic
tea,
tea.
yes.
Yep. Okay, that's what it was. All right, just making sure
Yes.
that was what I thought it was.
Yep.
You want to have
Okay.
moose squids.
Hey, that's actually incredibly adorable in my head.
I just imagine like an unfortunate squid with hooves on the end of its tentacles, just like, what do I do with these? Why, God, why?
Nah, I just imagine an unusual busty squid with
Swing
little
him
cow
around.
ears,
But yeah,
right? Much more adorable in my head.
I don't know, a cow with tentacles in my head sounds Lovecraftian.
No, it's an unusually busty squid girl with little horns. It's great.
Sounds delightful.
It's great, and I love it. All right. So you Lirelai has gained one fairly enamored and exhausted Minotaur
thank you for sharing,
Um,
Miss Andy.
before what is this?
Bork squid. Oh God.
Does it say for
No,
Oodles of squoodles.
no,
Oh no.
no. I could have lived the rest of my life without seeing that, and I would have been a happy man.
I'm sorry, but people on the internet make art of that and not of adorable tentacle cows.
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu.
Yeah. Enjoy your new race name.
Anyways, I don't think I've ever talked about like the postal service in this world, but it works pretty well. Think if the Pony Express was supplemented by magic and like magical communication.
So you get a letter from one side of the country to the other in the space of a day.
Yeah. The reason I say that is because the morning after, Jesse very haltingly and very tomatoingly gives Lirelai his address for receiving mail in the Iron Citadel.
I will give him mine in where do we come? In the town we came from.
Fafnir.
Fafnir.
And
I'll
oh
give
no,
him-
won't all of your mail be damp? It just gets delivered to the underwater mailbox.
Uh,
Oh no!
Nah, it's
I
fine.
will.
There's the equivalent of astropats, and then there's being able to send mail. And because they long ago figured out how to send mail to people who live underwater, there's literally a cantrip that can just make the paper
Waterproof something.
waterproof.
Yeah.
It
That's actually a
doesn't-
really good idea.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it doesn't require a permanency spell because it magically alters the nature of the paper to repel water.
Hydrophobic
I'll give it-
paper.
Wow.
Dope. Just cover myself
Then I'll
in
give
that and
him-
just fall in the sea and watch the water pour away from me until I sink to the bottom
It's
immediately.
probably more like a first level spell because it probably requires reagents and stuff like that, but it's relatively simple to do, and everyone in the Postal Service knows how to do it. The Postal Service was another thing that the Wolfkin invented, and it's great.
Then I will give him my address in Fafnir.
All right. Before he's called away to help do stuff with the wagon, he very shyly reaches up on his tippy hooves, gives you a kiss on the cheek, and then skips away.
Aww. I will give his little tail a tug with one of my tentacles, and then we'll wave for goodbye.
Okay. All right. He will eep a little and then skip a little higher. So hey, he's adorable.
Yes.
Although I don't have a token for him right now. I didn't realize that I needed to do that. I'm going to do that now.
Yes.
I don't have any Midi-Tar tokens.
Oh, I'm sure there's. Oh, did you get that that token
I did.
mountain?
I haven't
Oh,
gone through
just-
it yet.
Oh, I'm sure. Just open it up and search for Minitar, and I'm sure there'll be something.
People who have gone through it, does it also include Saban's ones from before?
Yes, that's where the
Yes, it
folders are
does.
numbered, so
Oh,
make sure to keep track of the last numbered folder that was in there.
I think it was like 55.
Fair enough.
Anyways, so what are you guys going to do? Would you like to go immediately to where the runestones are put on your map,
Oh
or
God.
would you
Okay,
like to
I found it.
first?
I found the perfect token for him.
Go ahead and drop it in Discord, and I will save it in save it on the NPC page.
Okay, I'll put. One second. I will upload it to Imgur for you.
Boop, boop.
Or wait, I guess I can just.
You can just drag and drop it in Discord if you have
Right, I can do
the.
that. That's a thing I can.
Glad I opened that in a new window. Holy shit.
Sorry, I should have warned.
Just drag and drop.
Jesus Christ! That is not what I would consider my jam.
What?
The thing that
There we go.
Pet's linked. And
How's that?
Hey, there we go. I will.
I knew Lily Moo. I knew she had it.
Who?
The artist of the picture, Lily Moo.
The counterpass. That picture is
Although-
horrifying.
Oh, fuck off with that. Oh my god. That is horrifying.
Oh God.
I say, not that one was not exactly to my taste, that's for sure. But,
No,
oh well.
no, not what I was expecting.
Oh, holy butts! I actually do have that one. It's already saved in my Minotaur folder.
Ah.
Yep. So let me just
Some little
go
cutie mini
over
tars.
to. Yep. Let me, because I will forget otherwise. Let me drop that in real quick. And while I'm dropping that in, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to monkey about in Havedon? Maybe get pay up at the inn for the night, for like the coming up night.
I was going to suggest we go to the inn and also do a little bit gathering information before we go out there. See if anyone's heard weird things that might lead to clues.
Okay, is that we? All right. I assume the rest of you are just gonna follow along with that. Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Show nameplate. And
What time is it?
it is 8 o'clock. It is nice being in the same time zone as someone else, so when they ask, it's accurate.
Game time.
I'm going right.
Oh, game time! I said it's morning.
Ah, right. Morning.
I thought you were asking for like how late it was getting. Yep, it is the morning after you went and found your little boy toy.
Right.
hmm So, I assume that you guys are all just going to pile into the inn that is literally right there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Get ourselves
As
set up.
adventurers are wont to do. Find a tavern.
Oh no, just go away with that. I just clicked on that. No,
Oh,
no, no. Get behind me, Satan. All right. So you're going to get into the inn, and there is an older human woman, as in completely human, with no red mark, that is standing behind the desk at the inn. She gives you a warm smile and says, howdy, travelers. Welcome to Havedin Inn. Is there anything I can get for you? Rooms, drink?
A couple of rooms that we can stay over the night in would be good.
Of course. That will be 7 silver apiece.
Sure, I've got it, and I'll pay for those mostly because I've got an abundance of silver right now.
Yep. And in case you're wondering, yeah, that's literally how much it costs. I was surprised too.
thanks,
Uh,
Bodhi.
That's fine.
Oh, Bodhi, if you run out of those brownies, make sure to let me know.
Oh, I will do. I've been trying to make sure they last.
and
Otherwise, I'd eat them all straight away. Delicious.
which was tradition for the time, she will offer like a nice crisp cider or heavy beer for to drink early on, or you know, that's how a lot of people started their day. Actually,
Yeah,
it's
no,
really cool.
I mean that's how I
Yeah.
would like to start my day.
I would like that, and then I'm gonna get breakfast because I worked. I'm pretty tired.
Of
I
course.
worked up an appetite.
I like side eye Lyra, like I had noises.
Hmm?
So there will be a very hearty breakfast. This is farm territory. You're next to the lake. There's like crispy fish and potatoes. There's also like good, more expensive, but good steak and steak and eggs, that kind of thing.
A very big breakfast town this one would seem to be.
Yeah, when you work hard in the fields all day, you need a very hefty breakfast to keep you going.
For sure, that's not for the peasantry. If they work hard in the fields all day, they get to survive for another day, and that's their gift. Got to keep the serfs down.
This is after serfdom, Scout.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they will have everything but the melon.
Damn it!
Yep.
Can I have them?
This breakfast is unbalanced without it.
I need fruit, something. Ah,
Well, there
berries.
are berries that can be
Berries.
harvested during like the winter and the spring, but melons usually get harvested during the summer.
Shit.
Damn you, Mother Nature, you cruel bitch.
Curse you, Mother Nature.
um,
And I'll probably just have jam on the cornbread. Boo.
Yep.
Making me real life hungry. All I had was that mug of soup.
Soup.
Soup, tasty soup, soup, a spicy carrot can call me Anta.
So the town seems fairly lively. People are, returning from the Red Fang Festival and, passing through. A lot of trades going on. You think that it wouldn't be that hard to maybe find someone who, eavesdrop a little bit and maybe find someone who lives here to try to ask them about the standing stones.
Do they have like a healer in town? Someone who would be more, like occult minded or maybe medicine minded? If they got a white witch, that'd be great.
hmm when you ask, You pretty much took the words out of my mouth. You do find the town healer, an older catfolk man, and he is in fact a witch.
Awesome. Yeah, I would like to announce that there's a possibility that there's been or is currently ongoing strange magical events, maybe related to magical experiments and really quite unsavory stuff. Has there been anything strange happening around around here? And I know that there are like standing stones.
Nah, he smiles at you. Yeah, well, the more superstitious of the village tend to stay away, and it is a place where children go on a dare or during certain
Oh,
festivals,
so
but
triggered! Children going off places on dares. No, not another one.
but nothing ever strange usually happens there,
Hmm.
except for, you know, sometimes there have been sightings of will-o-wisps around them, but generally they keep away.
Hmm. Is there any time in common for when there are like the most wisps around, or?
No, they tend to, appear and leave as they will. The only thing that's strange is he'll pull you over into an adjacent room. Did all of you go with him? No, with not the old guy, but
With Bodhi?
with her, Bodhi. Yeah, I was saying, do all of you go with him? And then I realized, wait, are all of you there? Did you follow Bodhi or?
It might be that I
Yeah,
went
not
with.
much reason not to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bodhi
I'm
seems to have an
just
idea
wondering.
where to go.
I'm just wondering. All right.
Yep.
So then he pulls you guys over into a adjacent room where you see a very feverish looking middle-aged wolfkin woman, and he goes over and then he pulls aside the blanket and shows a nasty wound on her upper arm,
Oh
and
dear.
yeah, and it appears to with like weird greenish black, spider-like, spider-like veins seem to spread out from underneath it. It was
Ooh.
much bad um, t- before. Uh, um, it was much bad before I pulled this out, and he'll turn, and then he'll, uh, you know, pick up something with like, tongs, and it will hold up a very fierce-looking, about 4.5, 5-inch barb of wood.
Interesting.
Is
We
it a
Ugh. I consult my
self?
knowledge of evil juju and just the brain encyclopedia
Is
unveils.
it poison that's affecting him?
I'm sorry, Scout. It's not religious.
Well, I mean,
But
what's the skill? Because all of my skill checks are
hang
basically
on, yeah.
identical because of the squanch.
Yep, hang on. Let me just look at where religion got shuffled off to.
Religion still.
Religion is
Religion,
still
knowledge.
itself.
Yeah, yeah, but there's knowledge planes religion. The core skills included and consolidated. Yep, because religion also got knowledge planes and religion tacked onto it. Knowledge planes. Yeah, you know what? I'll give it to you. This looks like a barb, a weapon barb used by Fae, specifically Fae that come from like more woodlands, like dryads and such. Though you haven't seen one like this in a long time, and this one seems to be like covered in ichor and, for lack of a better word, like atrophied. It looks dead.
Hmm.
That's super weird.
That's the only thing that's strange, and she stumbled back into town before the edges of town before falling unconscious. But She did come from the direction of the standing stones.
There might be something to look into if, like, Fae are turning up, because that doesn't make any sense.
Well, the legend has it that they used to have a small community near there before the Great War, but the war between the humans and the elves, they got caught in the middle.
Damn. Hmm. Gonna wander over to injured person and give him the old groper healing.
Okay, do you have the what does your mercies do?
Sadly, right now I have only the fatigue mercy.
Okay.
Is it
Hmm?
is it poison that he's suffering from, or a curse or something?
This seems
A disease?
to my mind, be act as a curse and a disease. I have managed
Mm,
to remove the curse and stymie the flow of the disease, but there was. This is about the extent of my knowledge. She should be fine and she should recover, but she may never gain full use of that arm again.
I could try to brew something and tend to her a little bit, help her fight it off a bit. It might be enough to help her.
That would be more than appreciated.
For what if I hit? Yeah, I don't know. I Well, that's just poison. Yeah. Okay. I will. Do you have a place for mixing alchemical potions around?
But of course, this way, child. And he will like lean on his cane and totter off into a corner and brush aside some longer herbs and stuff like that he has hanging from the ceiling to
Hmm.
reveal a small alchemist workbench. It's not so everything should be here. It's not as big as a workbench you're used to, but it will suffice.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So, actually have the tools. It's a +2.
I'm very glad I'm just immune to all diseases completely.
Sending positive vibes.
Gotta protect him from them negative waves, Moriarty. Them negative waves.
Oh man, I was sitting in chat when Third was doing her Californian accent. I was both slightly insulted and very amused.
It was a solid. Lots of dudes and bros. Was that riot?
Lorelei is going to pull a little pin, a little crystal pin from her hair, and it looks like a little octopus, and she will lay it on the ground, and it will start to move and will spring to life, and then it's going to start squirming around on the table and try to help her make this potion.
That's adorable.
It's going to aid another, so it's going to help me. So I am going to get a +2 from that, +2 from that. Okay, hopefully I can craft this potion.
17. What are you trying to craft?
Fuck. 16. Shit.
Um,
I am
hang- uh,
attempting to create a potion of anti-plague.
the old guy
Anti.
is going to help you, so you have advantage on that.
Oh, okay. Well, sweet.
Yay!
Advantage counts as assistance counts as advantage in this game.
Oh, well, then I already had advantage from my little psi crystal helping me.
From
Is it?
Octo Friend.
Because I always found the aid another thing only giving a +2. If someone else is, helping you do something, I really think you should be. They'd be catching mistakes you
Yeah.
do. So if they catch a mistake you do, you can just roll again.
So I guess I would get then it would be down to a 19 then. The DC, unfortunately, well, the normal skill set, the normal skill system DC for anti-plague is 25.
Well, I think consolidated skill DCs go down by 5 exactly.
They
so...
do. I have to check the actual consolidated ones.
Consolidated.
See if that's actually a thing.
It fixes so much,
Let's
but
see.
breaks so many other.
It does.
Why did they never?
Especially since craft is not actually a fucking thing. That's actually it's in this. It's
Yep.
not consolidated.
It's so annoying. And one of the things that I hate is the fact that they decided to make Starfinder rather than make Pathfinder 2.0. Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. They should have done that Pathfinder 2.0.
You know what? With the 21, I'm just gonna say you're gonna make it. We can quibble about it later.
Sure.
Because if in the regular thing it's 25, I am almost certain that consolidated makes it happen.
Yeah, the DCs of all things are smaller in consolidated for the lessening of skill points. It's okay.
Yeah, because if it's a 25 and you got a 21, I am all but certain that it is that way. You don't have to look up the rules to prove it to me.
Okay.
All right. So
I
what did you
will
craft?
anti-plague.
Anti-plague. All right. All right. That should work. He already removed curse.
Anti-plague. Well, it's not. It's not just going to cure him. So I mean,
Anti-plague. Let me.
it provides a +5 alchemical bonus to their fortitude save to cure them to overcome the disease.
Oh.
So it's a big bonus. Plus, Lirelai is probably going to actually also help, he provide care for them to help
Yep. But
boost them as well.
For something that gives a +5, and for an NPC that has no levels, that's pretty much a cure.
Yeah. If they are already infected, they make 2 saving throws without the bonus though, so they have to actually still make checks at just their natural defense, I'm afraid.
Now I have
However,
to look
while
up
I'm around, I make
village.
saves stronger anyway, so they're probably gonna make it. If they get 2 tries and I'm there with an aura, they're good.
But now I have to go and look up NPC stat block for someone like this.
Lirelai is going to perform a heal check.
Commoner.
I will assist because I know those.
Thank you. So 18. I'm not sure what the DC of this disease is.
DC
If it
of this disease.
if the DC is 18 or lower, then the person who is infected gains another +4 competence bonus this time on their saving throw.
Let me look at the template that I stole this from.
Boopy.
Boop boop boop. Exceeds at a fortitude save, and the save is DC 10 plus. It is 17.
Then this NPC will gain a total. If they also drink the antitoxin, they will gain a +9 to their fortitude save to overcome the disease.
So she can roll twice and take the better result.
Come on, pull through. You can do
Oh no.
it. Let's with the
Yeah, it is. It does have a plus on it, but I'm just trying to. It's a plus
You
9,
just-
right?
+9.
Yay!
Yes.
All right. So once you administer the antidote, the weird spidery veins start receding,
Oh.
and with Scow's help, the
Oh, that's right.
uh
She's already affected, so she makes 2 saving throws at without the +5, but she has advantage, and it's just the +4. So yeah, that was enough. Oh.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And with Lirelai and Bodhi working over her, the disease is extracted and the wound closes up, and she starts breathing normally again and returns to a normal body temperature. You guesstimate she'll be out for another day or so, but she should pull through fine.
Oh, good.
That stuff sucks. I guess we're going to be on the lookout for Nasty Fae.
Perhaps I should spend some time and make some more anti-plagues for the party to drink. It would take a couple days
I
to
mean,
brew that much.
don't worry about me, because I'm straight up immune to every disease ever. Even the magic ones.
Yeah, I suppose being made of stone
Oh no, that's just
would
being a paladin, because I'm
would help.
awesome.
Oh,
Yep. My god's divine grace keep me from getting terribly, terribly sick.
what do you guys think? Would you want to wait and get a few more of these potions to drink?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see about trying to make a bunch more of these anti-plagues.
I mean, we're gonna have to
Alright.
wait for this person to wake up before we can ask them about it anyway.
Oh yes, that's true.
Um, what level is
Let me see.
this?
Just make sure. See how long this stuff actually lasts for.
Alright.
But they last an hour.
And as thanks for saving her life, the old man says, "You know, I was an adventurer once, and I'm not so anymore. Settled down a long time ago. I don't have any use for this, but uh, you might, and at the very least, you can sell it for some amount of money." And he hands you a wand and explains to you that this is a wand of ice spears with 10 charges left.
Cool.
Mhm.
Thank you very much.
I will link the spell. There you are.
Nifty. So what was this girl's? What was she stabbed with again? It was some kind of thorn thing.
Yeah, that kind of thing is what, like, foresty fae people use, except that one is super evil and stuff.
So like a weapon then?
Probably broke off of a weapon. Like,
Hmm.
uh, I mean, I like a. Does it look like it could have been the head of a javelin or something, or is it this just a fae weapon that they use for stabbing people? I would just assume then. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Hmm.
Then over the next day and a bit or so, I'll start brewing these potions.
Sweet.
And let's see, with advantage. That's 1. I should just
Just
okay.
do take 10, right? Oh no, 20 is the check for him, so you can't do a take 10 if it's not enough.
No.
Fuck.
Oh,
What the fuck?
get fucked.
Those ones don't even taste bad like they usually do.
That's 3. Aww.
Oh.
I can do 3.
It's like there's the one that barely works and 2 amazing looking potions. You're like, so, who wants the bad potion?
Foul tasting milky tonic. Yeah, they don't taste good. They taste very gross. Don't want to drink them. But they will they will fortify your body against any kind of disease for about an hour. So use them if we think we're going to get into some shit. Hopefully with the information from this girl, we'll figure out a better time to use, a time when we would need to use them.
Okay.
Brave potions.
Since you made 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
I'll
getting
give-
them then?
I'll give
There
one.
are 4 of us.
No, I'll give them to you
vulnerable
guys.
disease.
I'll give the 3 of them to you guys.
Okay.
1 to Corlia, 1 to Mia, and 1 to Marlem. Maya.
Yay! My computer froze and required me to do a hard boot.
Welcome back.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
So yeah, let me hop back in the roll 20.
I'm just being deeply amused by this gif over and over again.
Which one?
It's in the roll 20.
Okay. Oh shit! Stop. Go away. It saved all the tabs I had open and trying to load them all at once. I just need to roll 20 for now. Thank you. Alright. Anyways, while that's loading, so you did get the Wand of Ice Spears with 10 charges. And last thing I heard before everything went to shit was you guys wanted to wait around a few days while Lirelai brewed up some anti-plague, and you waited for the lady to wake up so you get more information, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm back in.
Yay! Welcome back into the game.
Oh.
What's up, Stray?
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Am I back?
Yay, hi.
Uh, did anyone hear what I asked?
No?
No.
No.
All right. So, you guys are going to be in town for a few days. So you are. Do you want to put yourself up at the inn? Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna wait out until the lady is recovered enough to ask her what the fuck happened.
All right. So she's going to be out at least until another day and a half. Um. So, is there anything you guys would like to do in the village in the meantime?
So we've been. How long have we been in the village for?
You have been in the village for all of like an hour and a half.
Okay, so I will for the next 2 days, I guess. I'll brew those. I'll brew up 3 potions. I failed one, so we only have 3 anti-plagues. I
All right.
deducted them. I deducted the money for them, for the what is the ingredients.
All right. So, I assume this doesn't take up literally all your time, and Jesse's still in town.
Well, if there's still time, I suppose I will see if he wants to get dinner at,
He
like an inn or something.
he would be delighted.
Wonderful.
And since you guys are on the shores of Lake Pontchartrain, he will shyly suggest a slow walk.
Oh, he's so adorable.
Oh, a long walk along the shore. Oh my.
That's literally all he knows from romance is what he's read in some of his big sister's books.
Lirelai will give him a little kiss on the cheek, and we'll think that that's a great idea.
Tomato tar intensifies. He does
Yes.
smile very happily, though. All right. Is there anything the rest of you would like to do while you're here?
Any interesting rocks?
Yeah, you can find some rocks that are particular to this area. There are, while most of the fields are, fields around are tilled, and even the rocks there are a little eh. A lot of rocks do get pulled down from the mountains and pulled downstream, and some of them do end up in Lake Pontchartrain. So you can find 2, maybe 3 rocks that have interesting flavor. It's not, the gold mine that was the mountains or anything like that, but
Nah, I'll pass. There are finer rocks to consume around. While it's daytime, so no mysterious evil nighttime shit happens, I do want to go take a look at those stones.
all right. I realized when I made this map that these stones, the one stone looks mighty suspicious. I'm going to say you can't see this, and you'll know what I'm talking about when I move you over there. But I will move you over to that. Oop, did that work? Yep.
Yep.
All right. You don't see that.
So I don't see that there is just one of these stones is glowing blue and shit. Okay, good to know.
Hey, it's a really cool map that
It is a
basically
really
had
nice
what I
map.
want. That had what I wanted on it, and then I just realized to my shame, I only realized today that oh, right, I'm not the only one who can see that bit. So yeah, this is what you see.
Cool.
Yep, and I shall move you back. Whoop.
Alrighty.
Marlon, is there anything you would like to do while you're here? Proceeds to get trashed.
Yeah.
All right,
Um,
and finally, Corlia. I think I asked Maya already, right? That you didn't really want to do anything. You're just gonna wait around, writing
Yeah.
letters. Yeah. Corlia, what would you like to do? Go for a run? These are the plains. Pat's ignoring me.
Sorry, what now? I'm falling
Uh,
asleep. It's getting a little late.
yeah. We'll probably end it in about half an hour. This we are in the northern Yularan plains, and there's a lot of room to stretch your legs if you've had to basically keep at a trot next to the caravan this entire time. Would you like, while you're waiting, to maybe go for a nice run? What would you like to do? All right, he's asleep. So, the days pass, and Lirelai has very adorable times with very shy Minitar.
Yes.
Yep. And he is the word is sent that um the the Wolfkin, yeah, she's a Wolfkin. The Wolfkin lady is awake, and she would like to speak with her saviors.
Yay.
Oh, good.
Yay, helping.
All right, so you guys presumably trot on down, and you see her. Oh, his internet took a dive. His winter net, you could say. All right. Um, and you see the woman you saw before, sitting in the.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Hi.
okay. Hi. Sitting in a chair in the witch's main room, sipping on a cup of tea. Um, she her eyes, kind of light up. Not exactly in recognition, but she's evidently been told who her savior was. Not often, like a It's not like she'd mistake you for a different gargoyle and Scylla this far inland. And will oh, you're the group that Horace said saved me. Thank you so much.
Well, you're very welcome.
Hmm.
Um, Horace said that you were thinking, looking into stuff about the stones. Uh, I uh, that there something did happen there. I was just going around to pick some flowers because that's where a certain type of flower that only grows there comes from, and well, the ground opened up underneath me.
Interesting.
I fell for a little bit, and I wasn't that hurt, and well, I found these like mushrooms that seemed to glow, and it lit up an underground passage, and I saw that there were some vines, so I could climb my way back up, and then I foolishly decided to explore a little bit.
Hmm.
And I went in further into the thing, and then I I saw creatures jump out at me, that horrible twisted things that seemed to be made out of dead wood and bark. They One of them raised their arms, and there was a horrible banging, snapping sound, and that thing burrowed into my shoulder. I ran as fast as I could, and they didn't catch me. But I climbed up the vines as the ground started closing up again, and I made my way here.
Hmm. Interesting. Um, I don't want to ask you if you'd go out there again, but would you be able to just show us where you fell through, and we'll go in there and deal with it ourselves to make sure everything is safe?
She shudders a little bit. I'd rather not go back if it's all the same to you, but it was a very unique looking
Oh,
stone.
was
I
it the one
can
with the
draw what it
glowing
looked
blue
like.
symbol in the middle?
Nah, nah, don't be silly. Stop making fun of me. Um, but she will offer to draw the standing stones. It's the it was the by the only one that's standing straight, and she'll like make a make a quick drawing, and it appears to be almost like these standing stones are arranged in like a flower, with one stamen, yeah,
Yeah,
with one stamen in the center, and she points at the one in the middle. That one.
it does certainly stand out. I guess it means something then. Wait, what time of day were you there?
I was, it was afternoon,
Hmm.
midday.
Okay then. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. If there's anything else I can do to help, you're always welcome in my home.
No, that's okay. Niralai did all the potiony thing.
She smiles at Lirelai prettily. She was talking to both of you too, but since Bodhi spoke up most.
Yeah, and then she was immediately like, shit, I have this attention. That one, she's the most helpful.
Thank you, Waterfolk. We honestly don't see a lot of Scylla down here. Sometimes the mermaids come down from Katri, but most Scylla stay, well, in Katri in the north.
Well, we just like to, we like to stay in the deep water. But I'm traveling with my friends here, and I couldn't not help you when there was something I could do to possibly save your life.
Well, thank you all the same. And her eyes are gonna kind of flutter, and she'll kind of sway a little bit, and uh, Horace will step up and put a hand on her shoulder. I think that's all the talking you can do today. All the excitement you can handle. You should go back, take some rest. That nearly killed you. And she'll make some protestations, but is very swiftly shuffled off to bed by Horace. And upon his return, he'll say, uh, "Well, the way she describes it does sound like, well, dryad or wood folk. I I don't understand. We've never seen any ever since the war. It's always been peaceful. To think that they could have just been living beneath our feet. Mayhaps they saw someone who was part of the conflict and were, you know, wanted to avenge themselves. But the thing is, nothing in the stories, tell of them being sickly looking. There might be something worse going on. I'd watch out for yourself, young ones.
Thanks for the warning, but, they're the young ones. I got them.
Bodhi said grumpily, being like thousands of years old and is
It's like
young
every
and-
time an old person's like, "It's okay, young one," I'm like, "I am older than your father's 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 father's."
But how much of that were you asleep?
To be fair, Bodhi was likely awake for a few hundred years
Yeah.
before she went to bed.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, basically the gargoyles were pretty much all created at like one time, and then they didn't just keep making them over and over and over. A Titan, well, not that Bodhi would ever have told you, maybe, but out of character, a Titan basically would have made a like a close knit family, and then just kind of kept them close, being a close knit family.
Mhm.
Yep. So there'd be maybe a few dozen. Some Titans, made a couple hundred children, but
Yep.
yep. So
Yeah,
yep,
it's
they
yeah. Bodhi does not talk about her past at all, but she, even despite having been asleep for a millennia, she has also just been awake for for hundreds of years. So just like, I'm so much older than all of you.
all right. So, I would say that around now is about 11. Um, would you guys like to at least go to the standing stones and find a way in this session, or would you like to keep the entire thing for the week after next?
I think keeping it for the week after next would probably be good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to know. All right, so the week after next we'll be exploring the session, the mystery of the Forgotten Glade. Woo! And boop. All right, so we do leveling whenever I damn well tell you. So, is there anything anyone would like to bring up before we bring the session to a close?
Nope. Been
Not
very,
really.
very neat.
All right. That I can't think of anything else. So, thank you all for playing, everybody. I will see you again in 2 weeks.
Peace.
All
And
right.
thank you very much
Look
for
forward
running
to
Stray.
it.
It was a good time.
All right. Yep. Bye, stream.
Yep. And if you're watching in the stream or watching in the VOD, then have yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time.
I actually thought